Don't want none of that anymore. Let's just
Hey live, what's up?
that chain of 80s.
We a little late on FNCS, but we here.
We're
here, FNCS. We're a little late. Like, this is second game already, mid-second game.
Lisbon was hunting for an angle here. Connected three back-to-back shots.
I got a bunch of sandwiches.
Nicely done.
Let's go.
Here's in charge. They're
just going.
fighting for now. No real contestation out there. Saw them with a nice third-party fight in that last.
Grass is a solo. Oh no, duo actually.
Keep up the pace. They're a team that we've seen at the top of the leaderboards of FNCS past. We know what they're capable of as a team.
Being contested by
This
two
season,
third party
this
too.
chapter almost has been struggles for a lot of teams that we know have higher potential ceiling, and what was once uncontested
Fourth
is now
zone,
going to be a
got the
contested fight on
point.
top of Rift Island.
Here odds now. 147 above, continuing this engagement. It's a dangerous position to be in, the amount of duos that are in the surrounding area. Just 19 shield, so it's going to be forced here to regroup, get healthy once again. They have more than enough damage, so no stress in that sense. A lot of the
231
players
above.
as well have started to rotate, but so has pulled away.
Yeah, well, a couple players are just on Rift Island duking it out. Got another one just getting the damage off on the distance.
Thomas HD on the train. Very interesting popping
How
medkits.
helpful the train could be at times. And they're just gonna hitch a ride here. Just try to get a great rotation to zone.
Deep in
And how
zone.
some of their games have actually been this weekend. The struggles to get to zones, it taking too long. This might be a good recipe of success for them, so that way they don't have to travel too much on foot.
I mean, we saw the
Oh, we
trade
got kids deep in zone
in the
right
late
there.
game last match.
I don't know who those are.
Looks like it could potentially
Kids
happen
fighting on
once again.
island, kids are lavish, kids are good. Nobody at Underworld, which is very interesting. We have Green
Fencing.
pushing Underworld right now.
Thomas
Might
is
get.
taking the train. Thomas is just commanding the train so he can pick Queasy up at fencing.
I mean,
We'll pick Queasy up at fencing. You guys didn't hear that. Tom's trying to get a great rotation into zone.
Honestly, it's not too bad of a strategy though.
Yeah,
because,
there's Queasy.
you know, with all the teams rotating up towards the north, a lot of that loot from the actual drops from the loot pass, then other players rotating in, getting the scraps. There's not going to be a lot.
Chat, I'll be back. I'm going to get food.
Together. And so
I'll be back, chat.
They're rotated up. They do feel the safety to be able to split up as big
I'll be back.
distance as they are, cover more ground, and hopefully get whatever scraps are left over from all the teams that have passed by before them.
speaking about scraps, remember to always farm those builds. Even in the late game, you're low ground, you're tarping through. If there's a rock, if there's a tree, farm it. Those 3, 4, even 5 builds can change your match. You need to be constantly aware of when you can maximize those builds in the later parts of the match.
Always be chopping.
That's true. Always be chop it. As Finn has just been chopped down. Asa Marco now 2 elims on the board. Kentic left alone here.
So a lot of these teams towards the outskirts, is it going to be the worst thing for them to change eliminations like this due to the dash that they're able to get from the River Sticks? Asa and Marco 366 above, but they're just trying to target out the solo that they know is by himself. Finn was lost not too long ago, so it's only a matter of time as he continues to move deeper and deeper into the zone. Shots now coming in. He's even moving closer and closer to another team. Just a sliver of HP left, and they're continuously to stay on the chase. It doesn't matter how much distance he covers. It's just not enough to outmatch him. And finally, the mouse has been caught.
From getting his Storm Surge base jumped down to now rewarding that medallion to another duo. That's big.
Yeah, it makes the chase make that much more sense as Queasy and Thomas finally enter into the mix. 192 below the damage threshold. And you got to realize why that is. Queasy going down early. Thomas stuck trying to get Queasy back. That far rotation in zone where they saw virtually no players up until this point. And now they have ground to cover when it comes to that Storm Surge. Quickly boxing up next to a team, but shots coming into the distance. That's Howley. That's the Frizzy on the other time. And Chalmers is ready to take that challenge because it's a must.
It's no longer just for tags. Now they have to go for that full-on box fight. 162 below with 67 players up. They need to play aggressive here. There's battles, duels happening in front of them, but there's 3 different duos, so they cannot overextend here.
One player's going to get down, separated. Carmi's trying to go ahead and help it out. Some damage coming through, and it's going to be enough to get him above momentarily, but instantly right back down below. Surge now taking, doing damage. Queasy has dropped. Thomas left by himself, but luckily the dust had settled, and he found himself above Storm Surge right before it turned off. As Podesai, Stacey, still trying to be on the chase, especially since they know they picked up that elimination onto Queasy, with Howley's help, of course. So this could be a possible, like, 4v1, 4v2, but Vispin is even there by himself, so it's a choice of solos that players want to go after.
So many duos here. It's just the leftovers of the Storm Surge battle now, as Thomas is scavenging what he can from Crazy's dropped body. As now he's going to try and get his way into zone here, making use of that River of Sticks. Still 79 below, though. So more damage has to be done, but you can see how many players are rotating late into zone. There will be options to take shots, but even if you get that damage, just making it into zone so late is going to be difficult.
That's the only chance Thomas has. Pops the legendary banana, and then quickly trying to sprint away with the last of the dashes he had left. He heard the chain of 80s. He heard the whip cracking right behind him. And he's just trying to get on out, but there's only so much distance he can cover by himself. Stacey, Podesai are just hot on his heels. And then you add in the fact that he's 92 below the damage threshold. Best case scenario, he tries to fight it off, get some damage, and this could be the moment, their opportunity with Stacey and Podesai now separated.
Podesai's low. His duo partner right behind him. He can get this finish here, do a bit of damage, but be careful. Once again, the chain of 80s taking Thomas HD out, but it's Merstash and Malabuka that are going to be the claimers of the loot.
Another celebration. Fourth elimination so far. Howley by himself. You can see, at this point in time, Takada, he just lost the Frizzy, but just the persistence going in and out of a lot of these covers, and finds it onto Queasy as well. The solo of Howley just putting so much damage in on the lobby, and even finds another one onto Carmi. Yes, that's right. That wasn't a replay. That was a quick 20-second montage of how great he actually is.
Now left alone. You can see he does have those 3 elims, but you know, I got faith. I got faith here. It's going to be quite a difficult rotation with the amount of duos that have to rotate here, but also opportunity for recycling. Flowberry's going to be popped. 73 crack. This is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, just unfortunate with how well he's been playing. The onslaught of triple eliminations there moments ago, and he's barely 81 above the damage threshold. Just shows how active that fight was, and for how long that those players just didn't really have HP or shields for him to get anything in terms of Surge. Stash and Malabuka, they find another couple eliminations as Howley continues rotating in and finds a perfect spot.
Alright, we're back.
House and zone. He's building boxes multiple wide, minimize the chance of teams hopefully seeing that he's a solo.
The Buell, couple shots onto him. Sato and Alex as well. Is now basically the whole lobby on the west side of the zone. You can see how many people have been struggling to get that damage, causing them to rotate in later. Kind of form a path on the congestion.
How do I
side.
check chat?
Howley has done his damage, but 166 can make you think that he's comfortable now, but that can quickly change as time goes on.
Especially seeing when this next zone goes. A little bit really up some of these mountains.
Yo, CJ, what up?
Just outside of Lavish Layer. See Malabuka and Merstash. They had 12 in the last game, and that one's number 7 right here.
How you doing,
Scored
CJ?
for record on record, 753 above the damage threshold. They're the team highest on the mountain for now. There might be one across, but with both of these teams having to rotate, it does look like Malabuka and Merstash have their pick of the litter of where they want to go next.
I'll be right back.
This is
Once
dangerous.
Again. Give me one
And not
second.
for Merstash Malabuka. For everyone else in the lobby, you can see how comfortable they're looking right now after that game 1. I would not want to be close to high ground if I was anyone else. You can tell they're ready to risk it all. They're ready to just continue with their aggression. Scrapped Skrill. Actually looking quite healthy. They have a good amount of damage. They're doing a pretty good job rotating here while staying covered.
Yeah, the only thing that really worries me for them is their material count. Very, very healthy when it comes to the metal, but they're using a lot of materials here in these first zone here. Number 8, once the zone starts moving, that is going to go and get depleted very, very quickly. As also Marco fighting for that medallion, and ever since they've been able to use it and have it in their inventory, they've been stretching their limits and testing it along the way. Doesn't matter if they're going up or above a lot of these covers, but Now they're just in a very, very tough spot. Typically with the medallion, you want to be positioned on the high ground. That way you can dash to safety. That dash only does you so much when you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Shots coming in from the other side of the cover. Marco forced to abandon his teammate, reposition thanks to that dash as soon as he found some open ground.
Stuck in the dirt, trying to see if they can climb their way out, but you said it yourself. It's a tough position to get out of, as now zone is going to start closing. I don't even know if they're going to be able to make it without getting ticked here. As the rotates come through, Howley's still going strong as a solo. This whole late game, he's been playing alone. Nice crack as well, continuing to deal damage as he gets cracked as well. Dropped to just 13 HP. Now it's getting more dangerous.
Yeah, he's been a huge destructive force to everybody he goes up against, sliding right through. Wouldn't say going unnoticed, but they weren't able to get a shot onto as Blaha takes down Psycho towards the back end, spots out Howley next. Back-to-back Elims as they finally take down Howley. Marco also just still using that dash to try to get above and beyond all these other players, not really fall behind the curve, but as soon as they position themselves, they try to stagger before they move up yet again. But Marco under pressure, HP going out the window. Even Asa just has a sliver of HP himself. They cannot take too many ticks to this storm.
Cannot take literally a single tick as both players now go down. Blaha, though, up top above in the clouds with Combat. Turtle, back end of zone. Skrill goes down. Srapt goes down as well, as now it's the pressure from above.
Yeah, the medallion fell down the mountain. Only wonder who took or who had the confidence to go down to chase as Mappy trying to build outward, runs out of builds, high ground notices, damage is taking the shield and HP down. Luckily for him, he has a few more left in the back pocket as him and Kira continue to drop down lowest layer. They don't want to be the focus. They don't want to take the attention of that high ground.
Shark Splash is getting put to good use. Flowberry going to maximize their shield here. It's the last engagements that matter the most, as now Narms is left alone. Cringe has gone down. As the pressure from above, the pressure from the front side of zone is not too easy to handle, and now Moppy and Kiro are still claiming that low ground.
Yeah, now he has 4 eliminations. Something we haven't seen a lot this weekend is a heal off, which he has it in his back pocket if it does come down to it out of nowhere. Perhawa entering back into the mix, one of the few solos still left in the game. Meanwhile, Mappy, Kiro just trying to go through unnoticed on the low ground, claim as much space as possible for when the inevitable happens, teams begin to drop down, they are ready.
3 builds, 2 builds, 0 builds now for Kiro. All the wood has been used for Hollow, just 1 shot away from getting eliminated. Kiro knows that as he's trying to get into the action there. Gets cracked though, jumped to 13 HP now. Just 2 ticks away from zone. He needs to get out of this position.
Yeah, it was a sacrifice that I don't know he should have made. Mappy goes down. Kiro's going to fall. 2v2 situation. High ground versus low. Blaha, Kombat, they've been in full control. But Blaha's dropping down, but he takes a ton of fall damage. A shot from the flank. Dash is going up. And Blaha goes down. It's all up to Kombat. They had it in the bag. It's slipping through their fingers, but not on his watch. Kombat with a huge clutch to steal the game back.
Gets 1, gets 2, 9 eliminations just for Combat, cleaning up the lobby in the last moment, securing that win. What a way to finish it off.
I won't lie to you if I tell you I wasn't worried, because as soon as Blaha dropped down, took almost 50 HP of fall damage, I thought that was it. It was basically a 2v1 if they landed a good shot, but Combat, the positioning, the movement after the fact was perfect. Inside of zone, outside of zone, a little game of ring around the rosy to end up on top, and the way he's using that cover, the right-hand advantage, picture perfect to win that game.
Double right-hand peek. You said it yourself. Played the positioning perfectly. I believe they took that fall damage because they didn't have any materials left, Jacob. They held high for so long. They just had no more builds to work with. But they got it done, and that has once again shooken up the leaderboard. So let's see how it changed.
Thank you very much, guys. And what a turnaround for Blacker and Comet, because in game number 1, they really struggled with Surge. They found themselves without shields, tanking the storm until they just couldn't take it any longer. But this time, what a turnaround, Mini Miner.
Yeah, really, really big turnaround to win the game in the fashion that they did as well on height. Really, really difficult zones in that last few moving zones as well. Up over hills, it went back down hills as well. It was a really, really difficult game for a lot of our teams, and we saw that. We saw some of our players, even earlier on in that end game, really, really struggling. I know Ace was one of those players that was down to 1 HP, just trying to traverse these areas, and it just wasn't easy at all. But Blaster and Combat, they showed us how it's done.
Yeah, I mean, watching that endgame, we kept sort of jumping around different teams, and everybody was just scuffed. Everybody looked really, down and under. And the one time we did sort of tune into them during the night zone, I thought, oh, these guys are set up really nicely. They're saying it's a duo. They're taking good positions to capitalize on all the, low HP solos. And from there on out, they really just got ahead of the lobby in terms of, being comfortable and in terms of actual position, right? When the game started to move over that last sort of hill, they went, okay, hold on a minute, we can actually take out here. No one's really establishing it, and the game sort of played out there perfectly for them. A bit of drama at the end there, right? As the cast was highlighted, they made it a bit close towards the end, but no, it was a really nice game from Blaha and Combat.
It was really cool to see this duo doing so well. I think they're a relatively new duo, but Mini Miner, continue on your thought.
Yeah, I was just going to say this is a new duo as well for this season. They failed to make finals or grand finals last season, both of them individually, so they've now come together and all but confirmed their place in the grand finals. Of course, we still have one more game to go as we see how this one ended. Of course, it was very, very close, as Levin said. It didn't quite go as smoothly as they would have wanted, but Combat was there to clutch out, which is what matters most in these circumstances. Really, really difficult to actually hold your nerve in these situations as well. So Combat did a nice job of that, not to try and snatch it, not to jump down and try and take one or take both at the same time. They just sat back a little bit, took one at a time, and it was nicely played.
Yeah, it's super nicely played. I mean, there's so few players I can think of this weekend that have actually won a victory royale in a clutch situation like that. In fact, Comet might be the first, and he did it with so many eliminations to his name as well. He might actually have gone into double digits as he took that one. It was either 9 or 10 eliminations. We'll find out in a moment. Another duo I think we should give props to, Kiro and Mappy as well. Like the way they were playing their end game, they'd already got 5 eliminations to their name, so they've already got brilliant points in that sense, but also going for the placement, almost creeping Levin.
Yeah, I mean, this is what they do. They're just a high output team in terms of fragging potential. Both of these players known for being able to put in work and coming together. It's good to see them both sort of clicking. I think I mentioned it sort of at the start of the weekend. They were a duo that formed midway through this season, and there were a bunch of question marks about whether or not they'd be able to keep
the back chat
and be good, and they looked amazing for the most part, so nice to see them doing all right.
Yeah, definitely. I think Matthew, for one, has struggled to find that consistent teammate that he's been able to perform well with. I feel like we've always seen these little glimmers, these little moments of perfection almost from Matthew individually. And now it's nice to see, of course, Kiro joining forces with him, as you mentioned, Evan. It was a question mark one because Kiro Kiddo did so well last season. It was like, is that really the best move? And it seems like so far...
There's that for us just to read the chat.
I can't believe
Alright, game 3 already starting.
Game of the upper bracket, so we should take a look at the leaderboard. It'll be good to see who's
Just see how everything looks on the camera.
As getting through to the finals next week, and who is still in with a chance. So Mersash and Malabuka, another pretty decent game for them. I mean,
oh, of course, Malabuka, bro. 181 in first place. We got Creo and Mappy in 6.
Let's go to the next page if we can, because I want to see who is on the threshold of having to play again in the lower bracket.
Damn, Creo, your ass.
And that's the duo that we mentioned earlier on today. What do you think they need to do, apart from obviously win a victory royale?
Survival Spawn.
Stanzy.
Survival Spawn. Have a decent
Vertex at 50 points at 19th place.
Good enough amount of points. If they can just get to endgame, they should get enough points to hold on to a top 25 position.
Okay, let's look at the next page. I was going to say Ting then, to see if it would some of the page. Mini Minor, your thoughts here around the 25 mark as well. I mean, Queasy and Thomas they're looking a bit...
Monkey and Grind at only 26 points, 30th place.
Yeah, I hope so. I think this is an interesting one because we've seen them play very, very similarly in the first 2 games. We saw it work out quite well for them in game number 1. They made it to that end game very well. And the difference in that game is they had their surge done off spawn. They had it done early. In that last game, we saw it. They had to be forced into another fight for surge. They were 200 below. I think it was around the 5th zone. And it really was difficult for them. They almost had it as well. They almost had it there at the end where, unfortunately, Queasy went down. So they were almost above. Now, though, it's going into this last game. We're thinking, right, okay, we were trying to make these crazy
last game, wow.
staying in the storm like what Thomas HD was doing. What do we do? How do we approach this game? Hopefully they have the right answers to that question.
Yeah. It's also looking like that prediction I made yesterday, boys. It
1 minute, guys. Time to join.
Because
Look,
Chelsea
CJ, go.
They went out.
Yeah, I am
very
Ultimate
early
Sigma.
yet again, and struggling with their
Ultimate
top
Sigma.
four fights, early game in this particular lobby.
I don't know if
So,
that's you still watching.
I'm just wondering, do they have to make a dramatic change, or do you think they'll just get it done in the lower bracket level?
I mean, yeah, they just haven't been used to being contested here, right? You know, this is the difference factor. In a world where they were uncontested just like the previous 2 days, they'd probably be chilling up there in the top 3 with the others, right? But, you know, they've got to deal with that now. If it's not going to be now, then yeah, you'd hope they can get it done in the lower bracket.
Yeah. Mini Miners, do you believe?
I believe, but this is the duo that didn't make grand finals last season, right? So all that pressure's going to be on their shoulders. We haven't got to see them perform in grands yet. So I think if we were looking into the situation last season, then I'd be like, no, definitely not. They'll make it through 100%. But now that they've had that experience of not qualifying for grands, I hope it just doesn't snowball and turn into a negative mindset for these guys, because they're one of the best teams in the region.
Yeah,
Well, let's
we're.
send positive vibes their way because we're ready.
I feel like they do good the first game and then just fall off the second and third game.
It's crazy to hear, right? Final game of the upper bracket so quickly. I mean, time has passed way too fast.
Can't wait for the lower bracket. That's gonna be more interesting. That's gonna have more tension and stuff.
All the duos here in uppers have to do everything they can to get top 25 on that leaderboard, which will qualify them to the grand finals. If they don't, though, they'll compete in the next 3 matches of the lower bracket.
Yeah, there are some teams that are inside of the bubble, just have to do the bare minimum in this game, not go down off spawn, make it into placement, and others need a game at top 10, top 15, sprinkling some eliminations. Others at the bottom of that leaderboard, unfortunately enough, have forced themselves almost into a win and you're in scenario, just like a couple of days of the weekends past. But let's see who will end up on top, who's going to the grand finals, or who goes to lower bracket round 3, because the last game of the day starts now.
Go!
A lot of early game battles, drop spots even being changed. Mount Olympus has been looking incredibly popular from the previous match.
Oh, we
Game,
see
not
a lot
so
of
much
people
until
going
later in
far
the game.
side,
Booker
far
kinda
upper
claimed
side
that
of
from
map,
the first
mainly to
victory
Grimgate,
round
Lavish,
to
and
start out
Underworld.
the day. Will that trend continue, though, is the big question here.
Yeah, I think this game will play out one of 2 ways.
3
Very
teams
fast
landing
pace, a lot of
Mount
fast
Olympus.
action, or very, very slow.
We got Thomas HD,
Players don't really want to make that big move
46
just
points.
Yet. Thomas Queasy. Double contest.
Yo,
this
CJ
time
the
around.
Go, if you're
Not
still
that same
watching, you
triple
know.
contest like we've seen before. This team on
Anybody
the outskirts
that
trying to
you
steal
know
away
points
some of that
for
loot,
grand
but
finals?
That's really it. At
How many
most.
points do you need for grand?
A little bit of a ease off pressure from the start of that last game.
Nice job getting a Flowberry Fizz right off the start. Gonna be great for getting a good amount of HP and even fighting early if it's what they want to do. But Chicho has gone down.
Oh no.
Elam starting off in the restored reels.
Oh. UP 2K?
It's just unfortunate.
What's
Yeah.
2K doing?
0 points in 3 games. Trulex and Chicha going down there just means they have to go again in the lower bracket side of things, where it's almost harder. Top 15 instead of the top 25 for Trulex and Chicho. But hopefully they use this downtime, going down early, use it as a little bit of blessing. Go back to the drawing board, watch those replays, study the teams that were in the lower bracket, figure out who's landing in and around your POIs, that way you have a much better chance.
Put aside and Snazy. Great job of being efficient here in the early game to get their loot quickly, get their mats, and without as many people contesting them here in fencing fields, they really just want to do anything they can to stay up. I think the prediction is around 65 points is going to be the cutoff for top 25. You can see currently they are in 20th, so they're kind of on the borderline here.
Yeah, Chad, we all know Malibuca
So
are
all they really need to do is
winning.
make it past those initial storm searches and get to the start of the end game.
Ooh, early kill.
Just a lot of players getting dropped out right out of the gate. Asa and Marco lose the fight over here towards Pleasant Plaza. Zengi and his duo. They were looking really, really aggressive to kind of start off that last game, but sometimes that same aggression that is going your way may not necessarily work from one game to the next. It's kind of their downfall in game 2, but it's been their success here early on in this third and final game. Andalex and Sato, same thing was said for them. Started off with a second place, and they're ready to start off here with a nice battle. Defend the drop, because they got to imagine their spot in that upper bracket, or the grand finals even, is secured. Thunderbolt of Zeus knocking them down, trying to get this revive on out, and I do believe that team was eliminated?
Nope. I
I
think.
believe so. But they have to be careful though, because now looks like another duo has been invited to the party. Or are they coming in uninvited? As now Waterbending Mythic.
Yo, Watermelon's broken this season, bro.
And it looks like it's going to be all on aggression.
Yeah, they know this fight started. And now they're ready to kind of finish it, even though it was two duos when they started moving over in this direction. Battle for Peace Control is going to begin. Analex and Sato creating space at the bottom of this house. There's only so much space you can actually take down there, though. So Analex and Sato are going to start having to think plan B, have some trick underneath their sleeve, figure out what they're going to do, and immediately you see Sato taking some distance as soon as he hears his opponent's trying to disengage and run away.
The shots continue to be fired, but looks like
Sales team's still
has
alive.
been slowed down a little bit
Malabuka
here.
at 181
Top end of the
points.
leaderboard. Sato in third place right now, so you know they've already basically guaranteed their spot in the grand finals.
Yes,
so
sir.
they're incredibly comfortable here, and they can practice whatever they want to now.
It's top
Whether it
50,
be these
chat.
early game engagements or something else. Pixie though. And this duo
Top
partner
50
won
to
here.
qualify for grand finals. Only 50 duels get to go to grands.
We're also in an interesting engagement.
Yeah. Pixie and
CG still there, bro? Comment, please.
Not necessarily going their way today, but they still have their
CJ,
class game.
comment,
They
bro.
definitely
Comment.
40, 50 points.
I need someone to talk to,
in the
bro.
top position, sprinkle some eliminations.
Ooh,
They still have to
fights,
get this
fights,
team
fights.
first, almost on the outskirts, but in comes the chain of Hades again. Awaba taking so much damage. Juan just going down. The chain of Hades is just.
Yo, you don't mind me asking, how do you know my name? 'Cause my username-
1 second.
Oh, you're Colin. Oh, Colin, my bad, bro.
But he's
What
gonna
up,
continue to stay on
Colin?
the offensive. He has the med kits. He has the heals, just in case this comes a little prolonged. But so do they on the other side, with some splashes being used. Peace control going over. Great shot by Pixie.
Thanks for tuning in,
He's gonna
Colin.
be persistent on this fight, knowing he has a full HP advantage.
Literally throwing all over the place.
Yeah, what up? How are you? How you
So
doing?
know that Pixie doesn't
How's Florida?
Stay put inside of a box here. It's just going to open up the opportunity to do the exact same strategy. Spins deciding, is that the play I want to make
Ooh,
here?
elimination. Late in
But it's
game.
not even going to be needed, as it looks like the knock comes
Oh,
through.
thank you.
Still
Love my
2v1.
videos. I appreciate it.
And they're going to choose to pop a medkit and take their time here.
I believe with that elimination, they were
I'm
kind of
so
throwing
in
the med kits,
zone.
not have to continue using their splashes. Pixie has a chance. He does
Thanks,
have
Colin.
a banana
Appreciate
that was
it.
pop that's keeping him alive, but you can see it kind of running out of juice.
Has it been raining for you guys?
Just the med kits,
Has it been
trying to
raining
get
for you,
the
Colin?
card, trying to get a lot of the loot
Just
that was
wondered.
left behind, but you can see his opponents are really not giving up just yet. They don't want to disengage and move on unless they're the only people moving on from this fight.
Thanks for tuning in the whole
More
live.
time to take.
And it hasn't,
Harder
yeah, it's been
later
raining
on.
in the morning for us, but not
When they're up
anymore.
just against the solo, sometimes it's not even worth it to finish
Ooh,
off.
Bot getting cracked
Sometimes the
down
better
to
play might just be to get the
54
zone, but now
down,
Pixie,
48
he's
builds.
almost cracking down his opponent, just one shot
Oh,
away from the Elan.
nice,
He's also been
you're
cracked,
lucky.
has 3 medkits, has 4 minis, can recuperate what he's
Bot
lost.
at 20
Time
points
it
really
takes,
needs to stay
and
alive
more time
here.
He's going to give his opponents the heal right back up.
Prime about
And the
to
delay
die. No
continues.
shield
I'm
popping
not sure
med
what they
kit.
have heals wise on the other side, so.
Pixie
they're
really
trying
needs to
bring out
disengage
Satan,
from this
trying to
fight.
be proactive in this fight, just as much as Pixie is, but Pixie's going to try to go the other direction.
Pixie with
You know
0
that he
kills.
already has the reboot card, so probably could be looking to travel back towards his original drop, or that area at the very minimum, try to get the reboot and have that strength and numbers back on up.
Take a quick look at what happened towards the Grim Gate. Merstash Malabuka.
Mersac
We
or
got a quick clean up.
Malabuka absolutely W King the lobby, bro. Oh, not the
Malabuka did get
emotes.
knocked there.
Oh, Mersac
Third
and
party came
Mulak
through.
and Malako are eliminated from the last game of
They're also in the
FNCS.
grand finals with the amount of points they have, so not the worst way to close out day 3.
Mersac and Malabuka at 181 points, 20 points above second place.
Grab an early dinner. Watch the rest of the Fortnite
Comeback
game,
gets 20
sit back,
points, they need
relax,
kills,
get a
placement
strategy.
points, and they can probably make it to first place with Malabuka basically secured grand finals.
Paper on NA when he qualified after winning his match. So I'm going to go play basketball now. Time to relax a little bit. Time to play some ball, but
Rick Bohr and Alex Code
Where you
4-4
make those decisions.
at 12
Rick
points.
Bohr.
Rick Bohr getting down to 40
Literally on the edge of the
HP,
map here.
40
Good
shield,
news is,
100
I believe they have been able
HP,
to
only
do a good
6
amount of damage.
builds,
77
pretty
players
down
up.
bad Zill
A
kills.
lot more aggression in this final match of the day.
Colin, what do you think of FNCS so far? Comment, what do you think of
Have
FNCS?
the ability to disengage. Back is against the full island. The zone is in their favor, so they're not going to take too much damage no matter how long they take. As we move on over towards fencing fields, you see a couple teams positioned in this area already. They know the zone is moving here. At least you see the southern edge is Podesai Snazy.
Yeah, Colin, make sure you drop a like and heart the stream so I get put on For You pages.
But they haven't reached the estimate just yet, so kind of see a calm, cool, collected game plan as you see the zone moving forward northwest away from fencing field, but still not
Colin,
too much
like the
distance away
stream.
from where Podesai and Stacey are currently at.
Back, I got you.
Just
Alright,
continue
thank
to
you,
look for
bro.
those tags. You see top 25 is
Hey,
38
Colin,
points,
I
but
do
the
appreciate
predictions go all the way to
donations.
65, so
I appreciate
these
donations.
players aren't completely comfortable yet. Strapped. And his duo's still inside of the zone here. They did pick up an elimination, so they're not really in shambles at all, to be fair. They're just focusing more on that rotation, making sure they're healthy in terms of materials and they don't get caught off guard by some duos that do need
Scrap
damage.
and Skrill zone at 64 points.
And we've seen a lot of teams
Scrap
throughout the
has
weekend
super
kind of
good
stagger
loot.
themselves so far back in zone, which works out in some cases. If while all this is going on, you're able to get surges, they hear the reboot, and immediately his ears go up, moves in that direction. But if you're not
Okay,
able to get the
open.
surge, and you stayed so far in zone, depleting a lot of your resources,
Thomas
that's
and
when things
Queasy
become a
looting
nightmare.
bunker.
And we got to
God
see
loot
both
already.
of those things this weekend through Queasy and Thomas's game plan. When they're ahead, they're looking good. When they're behind, suffering to surge, forced to use a lot of their resources just to make it to zone while still being down on surge.
Yep.
That's when things become a little bit more of an avalanche in terms of your problems escalating one after another.
All right, Thomas Queasy, we have to talk. You know, the jokes, it's getting fun here, but it's time to qualify, you know?
Hey, we got a third viewer. Let's
They
go,
have
bro.
uppers, but this is a duo from second
Yo,
place
comment.
in
The
grand
viewer that
finals
just
in the
joined,
biggest
please
major.
comment.
To now,
Let I know who you are,
struggling to
bro.
qualify in day 3 on the borderline of uppers. I'd love to see something happen. Cringe Noms, though. A duo that's been performing very well here, getting close.
Our third live viewer
to being
today.
in qualifying range. 72 points. They just want to get a little bit of points here to make sure they can hold on to their current position.
Yeah. If the estimate is in, they're safe, but you don't want to kind of leave it to the judges after the fight is over. There's Destru, Doom, Icy, Pyros, all the way
Yo,
from
Colin.
Memphis.
Ooh, Distro getting
Fighting toe-to-toe. A
ambushed.
third party out of nowhere. Pings comes in. Ice was able to get 2 for him and Doom, but now they're still stuck in just a tough spot. Luckily for them, they're able to get
Yo, Colin, comment if you're still there.
the entirety of it. And with these two teams,
Yo,
still here,
what
they have
up,
to
Bed
rotate.
Wars
Stacey
Gamer?
and Podesai still over towards fencing fields. They have to rotate to them. And if you look
How
at
you
the
doing,
map,
bro?
Stacey and Podesai hear all this noise. They're looking in that direction, so they want to make sure it's not an easy rotation for either one
Yo,
of those
what?
two duos.
You're
I
what?
feel
What's
like
up with
we
you?
get more time inside of the zone than not. Like we've seen
Oh,
more battles
Colin, okay.
outside the zone here.
Okay, Colin.
Than we
Why
have
you on
players
your other
already
account?
inside in a comfortable position during the whole day 3 of semifinals here. It just shows.
Colin,
how
why'd you
difficult
switch
it
to your
can
other
be,
account so you can drop
and
more
how
likes?
staggered a lot of these duos actually get. And even the ones who aren't forced to be staggered, they're waiting on the edge for the duos that have to eventually rotate back
Yeah,
in.
well-
That's exactly what Snazy and Podesai are doing here. Just taking shots back at them before even starting the rotation
Snazy
to get
at
in.
fencing. Snazy's gotta get out of zone. Only
Memphis
2
and
medikits
earlier
forward.
zones too.
Splash is
taking
taking
one, so
continuous damage.
they've got time.
Plenty of
And
max.
the chances, since they're at fencing, a lot of flow berries that
Nice.
they can grab.
Make sure to like it up.
Quickly, not necessarily for the shield, but for the effect to cover ground. As we jump on board, game 2, Victors, Blaha, and Combeck. Combeck perfectly played with that right hand advantage, taking down both of his opponents in that end game, clutching up big. And you see their position right now, not too bad. The only thing they really lack is that metal material, but they're on the southern border of the zone. They have a free rotation
Also, amazing
inward,
rats.
and they can either take the mountain or dip their toes into those dashes. Either one of those would be a huge success for them. With nothing on the horizon in terms of
Queasy and Thomas deep in zone all the way by Snooty.
A trend
Bad
here
deep, really,
for
really
Thomas
deep,
HD
really,
and
really,
Queasy.
really deep.
Once again, combining those flow berries with a
No
launch pad
white
on the
heals,
edge
which is very surprising.
of the map here.
All the way
to
down
make
here,
it
deep in
into the
zone.
position you want
They're about to be
without
pushing
getting
back
into
up to
too much
Snooty. We got a
trouble
lot of
of duos
kids
that have yet to get their way in.
in zone.
Issue is you want to make sure
You have a
done
solo
enough
at
damage
Rebels
when you're doing these
Roost.
rotations, so
Two
actually being
duos at
congested
Lavish.
At Mount Olympus isn't too bad. for
Two
Thomas
duos
if
about to
he
meet up.
can get a lot of that damage early on.
That's
and
all we
then
know
have
right
more
now.
time to focus on this
Thomas
safer
finding white
rotation
heals.
that they like to do.
Yeah, they're gonna forage a lot of the fruits and vegetables as well, because you can already see on Thomas alone, there's no HP, no med kits, no bananas, no floppers. So it is gonna be a
Yeah.
must. That way, even if Queasy does have some of his own, you want to utilize those when you make it out of the zone instead of just trying to survive. And you see them making their way up to the next launch pad. Probably do the combination of the Flowberry Fizz with that launch pad to finally make it into the zone.
Ju and Robin here on the Rift Island. Looks like they were the ones that were able to capture.
Hey AJ, what up?
Get a bit of loot.
How you doing, bro?
Or were they?
How you doing, bro? What up, AJ?
Once
I don't know how
a
to
piece of
say
pie.
that.
So I see no eliminations on Ju and Robin. They really don't have any points from those first two games, just like some of the other competitors in this game. So
Yeah, I like it too, bro. I like it too.
Bracket, or they put themselves in almost that win and you're in situation.
You play Fortnite? Enjoying FNCS so
where
far?
that win is worth 65 points. Almost to that threshold in which we're talking about. Sprinkle in a few eliminations should be good, and making it sound easier than it actually is. I think
Nice.
this weekend proved getting a win is not the easiest thing.
You
in the
play
world.
Fortnite,
It's
AJ?
probably the hardest.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you
has
do
been left
nice.
alone. Combat has been knocked down. Lens, though, as well on the ground. Third party's in here. Oh, misses the shot. Unable to connect. Did stop the revive, though, as now the player has been boxed up. Gonna get the finish, recuperate the loot now. This is danger for the two solos.
It's almost like a rematch as well. Blonde Combic, Stoba and Kelba.
Yeah, it is crazy,
They don't
bro.
like that position. They were
Ooh,
the first
open
persons there.
shot by Blanca.
Immediately use those
Round
dashes
two
to
winners.
reposition on the outskirts. Slowly but surely trying to move themselves further and further into the zone, and because more than
Blanca getting
the zone
cracked down to
is
70
open
HP.
water,
Losing
the
2x2
teams are
popping
gonna be so
minis.
congested up the edge of the zone, so the further Blaha and Combat make it, the better off they'll be in this zone. Even the next.
Blanca and Cone Black at
Well, the two of
165
them
points.
Already have that in mind, though. You can see them rotating through. Moppy, though.
Yo, AJ, thank you for the like. Make sure to heart it up so I pop up on For You pages. Get some more views. Trying to blow up on
Unable
YouTube. Thank
to
you.
Continue the connections, though, as now his opponent tries to get away from this situation, but it's a scary one to be in, as it looks like a call has been made from Kiro. Instant disengage from Moppy, regrouping with his duo partner.
Big Creo.
Yeah, probably not necessarily
Ooh.
worth it for them.
204
How well
below.
they're playing.
Here we go. Here's Creo, World Cup
Seems
loser.
like they had one more
We
to
don't
that
like
challenge.
Creo here.
Just getting pressure, just a sliver of HP.
Yo, AJ.
Trying to defend himself, but the Thunderburst, you know as well as I do. A couple of those shots.
Yo, AJ, you think Creo good? Think Creo good?
Like that.
Everybody thinks Buka cheated in World Cup. What do you think? I want your opinion.
We're trying to take shots here at the players now that have used the launch pad or rifted in to the zone. It's a good opportunity to look back now and try and take shots at all the duos gliding on in, but looks like they're going to take their time here. There it is now, choosing to be, I think, the last duo basically. There's one more below them that hasn't rotated yet.
Hold up, I'll be right back.
Luxury to wait, especially since very few teams are even still there. I think one more might be on the edge of Rift Island. Flowberry Fizz, Launchpad, and by the time they get to the zone, exactly this will happen. The next one will appear, and now they have a chance to get full positioning. They can either go in zone, land, try to heal up while it opens up, or they can go on the edge and quickly step their way deeper in the zone once it does start to open up in about 45 seconds. But Voltiac, Psycho Cool, 36 above the damage threshold, which isn't much. And that's why you see them looking for this down onto Pixie. They find his teammate on the other side. They have to be careful.
Y'all
not to
back.
take too much damage.
Oh yeah, AJ, I did ask you something. I asked, we've spectated Creo. And I was asking you,
and then placement points will start to come
what was I asking you? Oh, what's your opinion on Creo?
Potentially, but this is
The
damage
World
they
Cup
need if they get
loser.
that elimination
People
now.
say Buga was cheating in World Cup. I want your
In
opinion.
terms of damage, but not HP. As the med kit is going to come through, and hopefully they got a bit of time to breathe here and recuperate that shield.
Yeah,
I
so
wanted your
fixing
opinion on
box go
Creo
down
and if he's
because
actually a
they're
good player or
on the
not.
leaderboard. They're going to be forced to go one more time, 3 more games in the lower bracket. It's very, very different situation. It's all about consistency.
We got a lower bracket after this, so AJ, make sure to stick around.
Games really puts a lot of pressure to make this last and final game worth it. Stacey and Podesai, though, instead of slipping up far down,
Oh, hey
the
Sam, my name's
mountain, just a
Ethan.
few steps down as they continue to climb their way back up. 650.
Yo, make sure to drop a sub if you
They've
already didn't.
done so well in this
I
game
greatly
to
appreciate it.
position themselves almost every single zone. They're in the center of this one. They don't have to worry about rotation. They don't even have to peek if they don't want.
You can see when we're in a position like this.
Oh, you don't like Creo? Yeah, Sam, we don't like Creo here.
River sticks, that water that grants you those dashes. It's a lot more spread out
Yeah.
in terms of where these duos are boxed
We
up.
don't
They
like
have more
Creo here.
flexibility with those
AJ, make sure to
dashes
drop
so
a
they can kind
sub
of position themselves
if you
more
already
where they want
haven't.
to. So it's not like there's a bunch of duos necessarily congested on one edge of the zone, which has its pros and cons, depending on how your match plays out. But it looks like it's going to be a West Pole, a water zone
Oh,
almost.
West Pole, wow.
And Thomas
Well, I
H.
hate
Using
water
one of the
zones.
duos that actually pulled it.
This is base case scenario. 'Cause remember what I was saying to start the day? In the games that they got zone, didn't have to travel far, they did well. This is like a 50.
Big Creo getting eliminated!
Good distance.
Big Creo getting eliminated by WS Turtle. Thank you for the sub, AJ.
As those early games. You see Turtle.
Creo getting eliminated by Turtle.
Along with the Mythic Harbor Dress and
Turtle getting
losing shield wouldn't be too bad as long
Turtle
as they
getting
find eliminations to
destroyed
make
down
up
to
for
19
the
HP.
And Matthew's just getting more and more confident, getting more and more aggressive. He's ready
Yo,
to
thank
take
you,
the
AJ. I appreciate the hype, bro.
Chiefs is doing
Make sure
a
to
good
drop
job of
hearts.
fighting back, keeping Mappy positioned down below and not really giving him the opening that he's looking for.
They've got 4 Elans on the board. They've done a good amount of
Moppy
damage.
needs to stay alive for the points.
They want to scavenge the
Creo,
victory
Moppy
here,
down
though.
bad right now in the third game.
Moppy did disengage from the chase previously, but now he has been put in a situation where he has to play the rest of the match out alone. And with Turtle and Cheat close
Moppy
by,
has to play the
they'll be
match
pretty
now
hungry.
without Creo, which is going to be interesting. Because Creo probably wasn't a big help anyways. Oh, we have Storm Surge takers up in front.
273 bucks and make the rotation
Thank you,
easier in the
AJ.
zone that they're facing so far. And as soon as they find themselves an edge that they're comfortable with, they immediately box up in those hard mats. Make sure it's not easy to get stuck up on.
Nice.
They find out Finn.
Turtle getting
Kenzie
Surge
all the way over
at
from
250
Grim Gates.
at
Still haven't had their big
252
moment just yet, but
and
it's waiting
climbing.
around any one of these corners if they can play their cards right.
Heroic Topic and Queasy still
What
alive.
type of rotation has to be
I
made.
want these guys to win.
8 more seconds. Jacob, north, south, west, east. What do you call it?
Oh, Joe, I gave you my name earlier. My name's Ethan.
Yeah, maybe an east, but it's not
Let's
this.
say north.
Oh, okay. 1-0 Takata. 1-0 Takata. You see the
One of them
medallion
are mad
change
annoyed.
hands in the
My name's
mini map,
Ethan.
just making sure that they have their dashes ready to go for the
Queasy and
next
Thomas
rotation.
better be ready.
You can kind of see the lay of the land. The majority of the people are already congested on the right side of where the current safe zone actually is, and a lot of them are going to be forced to rotate
Oh, and I
parallel
got
to
you,
one
Sam.
another if they want to avoid traveling through open water.
It's going to be tough here. Good news is you are granted those dashes, but the issue is
Panzer
so is everybody
knocking
else is close to
Kaliba.
the water, so you see a lot of players actually starting to almost go down here, losing a lot of shield, losing a lot of HP before the rotations. have
Yo,
even
thank you,
begun.
Sam. I appreciate
Although
it.
duos like Thomas H.
I appreciate the fire
trying to
name.
capitalize on the rotations that a lot of these players have to make from the south to get those tags and do a bit of damage. The Buell being one of the solos that
Oh,
could be put into
Duba
trouble
being
here.
sniped down to 74 HP.
He just gets tagged up. Just as soon as he was starting to feel confident to continue dashing the zone, now he falls 6 below the damage
Nice.
threshold, which isn't much, especially if he does a Flowberry Fizz with his dashes. He can kind of fly through the sky and try to
Dude.
find some cheeky shots as he makes his way forward, but he's still
Dude,
stalled
Bell
out by
6
a team with
below.
elevation, quickly dashing
Surge.
his way to safety.
Gonna start
Great
taking
movie by
damage
him
at
while
60
he's going
points
down.
with
He moved a
teammate
little
dead.
further below the threshold. Still not in zone. Still has so much work to do.
Still a nice pause though. He has recuperated a lot of the HP he did lose, so now great way to go all the way around the edge. Even though he's tanking a bit of storm, he is yet to be hit from these shots. Now is made into zone and even almost pulled towards him, so with the amount of materials he has, he should be able to stay up longer.
Daisy Podesai moving up those leaderboards, but Podesai gets found out. Literally dropped just looks like
Oh,
1
Russia.
HP to
Wow, I live in
Drew
the U.S.
And Stacey's in a spot with no builds. He can't be the hero for his teammate. It's just two
I live in the
solos
US,
running
bro.
around here in this end game. As CZR gets founded out, Stacey trying to go for a quick elimination. A couple of missed shots going to cost him not only that, but the damage on the HP as well, until he finally gets dropped on out. It's all up to Podesai. He's trying to get himself inside of that bubble. 66 points. He needs the elimination. 2 more points. He reached 70 before going down, Takada.
That might be enough. We thought it was 65. That even put him at 70. He's on the
Oh,
borderline.
wow.
That could be enough for Debule, though. Also on the borderline at 66 points. 1 elimination could be all it takes. 116 below, though. He's a couple ticks away of getting eliminated. Debule has to make something happen.
Yo.
Yeah, he has a chance to even pass
Oh, you in
Podesai and
Florida?
Stacey
Oh.
and drop him back down a spot on that leaderboard.
I already thought you lived in Russia
61
for a second.
damage. Storm
Nah,
Surge about
I live in
to
New
turn
York.
On momentarily. Debule doesn't really have any heal
I'm in New
without
York,
heal when
Staten
it
Island.
comes down to it. He's just trying to go.
Yo,
through
what part of
unnoticed.
Florida,
Even
Sam?
unscathed. Just one more player needs to drop before he's no longer a worry to Storm Surge.
That could be it. He gets the knock. All he has to do is finish it. Gets the finish. 74 points goes down. Might have done it. As Jerry
Nice.
Giraz up above, holding height.
Even past us, Daisy and Podesai along the way. 34 points for Gears and Chari.
Yo,
It's
Sam,
almost
what
a
part of
win-in
Florida you live in?
scenario. Take a trip around memory lane, back to day number 1 and day
I got some
number
family
2.
living in
But
Florida.
they're ready to learn from their mistakes. They're ready to change things up and come out on top. And so are Queasy and Thomas. Big situations for a lot
Yo,
of
Queasy and
players.
Thomas gotta
This
win
is
this,
the
bro.
moment to make your presence known.
94 points. You know they won it. They've been battling throughout these semifinals, and you said it yourself.
Grias and
I
Cherry
thought
on
the
height.
format was done for in the first 2 days of the semis.
Boca, oh
Cherry,
no.
They need to win this match.
My grandparents live in Boca too, bro. That's crazy. I got some family living in Boca too.
Still trying to bring their point total up as Queasy gets lost along
That's
the way.
funny.
98 points for him and Thomas, but then more than enough to get into the grand finals. He's still trying to make this game matter. Still trying to get that little bit of extra practice. Legendary banana pop.
Queasy go
Left in his
down.
game, though. Can't really defend
Queasy
himself.
goes
That's why he
down.
has
It's
to
just
focus
Thomas
on the
left.
backside of the zone.
Heroes now has been cracked, forced to pop the chug splashes.
Oh, guys, got a knock, but gets knocked himself.
Just above the cutoff, but his duo partner
Teammate having to
is left
leave
with
him.
just 7 builds now.
Charlie having to leave him.
He gets the elimination. Carby goes down. That is massive.
My grandparents and my
That there's
cousins
7
live in
total
Boca.
of the game. He's trying to get inside of that bubble. He's not trying to take a chance. He's just trying to solidify his spot as he dashes once more.
Sam, I don't know if you heard me.
Inside of the zone. Everybody in this game is
My grandparents and
solos
cousins
except for one
live
team.
in Boca.
As they find another one, they're trying to break through. Thomas gets another elimination on the field.
Thomas gets a mythic shock and it drops all the way to low ground in the water.
The dash is at the perfect moment.
Oh, Thomas getting eliminated.
From getting eliminated, Chari is going to be the one that finishes him up, but he goes down as well. The team from above, they take the VR.
That was Chiefs and his duo Turtle.
That was a
They
W game.
stole it away. They went through this endgame almost unnoticed every step of the way, but that's sometimes the plan. Go through unnoticed, steal away that moment when it matters.
They got the job done, like you said, from the VR. They should have more than enough points now to make it to the grand finals. You can see they had 80 points here already in the mid game. Cleaning it up though, finishing with the VR. That's
Top
a good way
two.
to boost your confidence.
Yeah, we had an idea, an
Is it? No.
estimate of what that threshold was going to be for that grand final spot. But we saw
Oh, no,
three.
Sam.
We saw four. We
Sorry,
saw
I can't.
5
I
teams
can't do
all
that.
break
That's-
that threshold throughout that endgame Takada. Just like the Major 1 finals, I have no idea who qualified.
I can't do that. I'm sorry. I can't give you
I
that
don't
name.
either, but there are
I can't just
3
give out
people
info like
that can
that.
help us with that information. Frankie, Lemon Mini, what's the leaderboard looking like?
I can't wait to see, to be honest with you. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer. But in the meantime, congratulations to Chiefs and Turtle, because with that victory royale, they have
Honestly, I can
secured
give you
their
one.
first
I
ever
don't know.
FNCS major final.
Yeah, I can't.
And looking at these guys during the upper bracket today, they have been fighting so hard for this. They might snuck that victory royale at the end, Mini Minor, but these are some sharp shooters.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they didn't even need the victory run at the end as it turned out. But
Oh,
they took it
Turtle
anyway.
and
It was a
Chief
nicely
X
played second game for
won
those
the
guys. Well,
last
fifth
game
right
of
there, and
the
that
FNCS.
game now winning this particular one. And of course, as well, landing towards that underworld area, so it kind of worked out in their favour. But really nicely taken high ground as well from Giras and Charlie. Of course, having nice.
Yeah, I mean, Cheeks and Turtle really impressed me sort of throughout these games. You know, earlier in the day, Cheeks was getting PC. I remember off Spawn, he was fighting towards that underworld area. You know, this is a player that came on my radar earlier this season, right? He's one of the few players that streams a lot of these events. And yeah, I quickly realized, okay, this guy's kind of cracked. And so it's good to see them making their first FNCS Grand Finals. I mean, that's always a huge achievement in a player's career. It's always a very memorable moment. Let's hope they can make the most of it. They won't be worried too much about
Yo,
it.
Sam, what's your question?
I'm elated about the fact that they finally made
What's your question, Sam?
to an FNCS Grand Final.
Yeah, and it's fantastic to see them getting that hit on Chariot at the end, because obviously in that final zone we had some big hitters. We had Girus and Chariot, but also we had Queasy and Thomas was going for that solo.
Yo, Sam, what's your question?
Taking names left, right and centre, guaranteeing that spot in the grand finals, and it was a great look for him, Levin.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, towards the back end there, we sort of knew he was safe. So we just oh, okay, Thomas just trying his stuff now, right? Showing off what he can do. We know Thomas is a fantastic player. We know Thomas
Oh my God,
is a great
Thomas,
sword
wow.
catcher. We know Thomas is a great sniper, and that's exactly what he just did there on our screens. I think, you know, like I said earlier, Thomas starts to heat up as the games go along, it feels like, and so I knew a game like this was going to be coming.
Cooper and Menro?
It was good to see him, you know, sort of doing his thing. Again,
Are those like people or FNCS
there were
players
some
or
people,
Fortnite
and
players?
as crazy as it sounds, Frankie, there were some people that didn't think they'd even qualify to the grand finals, which with how the
Fortnite players,
season's gone,
Cooper?
understandable, right? It's just been very.
I might. Not in person, but I might know who they are. Why?
Prepare. That's been one of the biggest problems for them, maybe. Right, the lack of ability to prepare for rounds, just because there's so many of these tournaments where they don't know who they're going to be playing and coming up against at Mount Olympus any given
Why,
game.
Cooper and Mero?
That was a problem
Yeah,
for
I know them.
First game,
What's up?
typical, next
Why?
game, typical, next game. You don't even
Yeah,
know
why?
what's going on, right? But hopefully now, they're setting grand
I know where they
finals,
are.
the rest of the lobby fills out after today. They'll be able to spend that week preparing, figuring out what it is they got to do and how they can solve what has been a very weird season for them.
Let's take a look at the standings. The top 25 have made it through to next weekend's grand finals. So as you can see, no surprise.
Oh, Topic Abala overtaking.
And there's some brilliant names.
Overtaking Marset and Malabuka at 201 points.
But we have got such a fantastic finals on our hands already, and there's still 50 spots to fill. Let's head on to the second page, because I also want to see who made the cut despite
FNCS,
being
you mean?
close to the wire. Girus and
You mean
Chariot
FNCS?
being one of those. They went up over 30 places, Minimana.
Wow, what a performance from those guys right there. I have to highlight Chari in those final few moments, just solo clutching really nicely.
We're watching FNCS right now.
Always inevitable.
Yeah, FNCS, that's what we're watching right now.
And it was one of those where you needed Chari to push those moments. They might have
FNCS isn't finished. I think you're talking about last season. Hold on. While we're waiting for a lower bracket.
Yeah, fantastic to see, Levin.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I mean, Girus and Chari are two players who I've sort of described in recent weeks as just the kind of players that are just always in grand finals. You don't really know how or why they got there, right? It's like they're just there, right? They're staples of the grand final lobby in EU, and so definitely good to see them. And good to see them do it in such exciting fashion, right? Now I almost have to take them out of that bracket of they're just always there somehow. You don't know how. We know how they popped off, and you know it's good to see that they
Yeah, not another lower bracket performance for CZB and Nathan. They also confirmed their spots. So let's go to page number 3, because this is the wire. This is where we draw the line and see who's now going to be in the lower bracket. Snazy and
I gotta block the screen for a
they
second.
needed to have a solid game, and Podesai getting those 2 eliminations as a solo, that has cinched them the spot in the finals, Minimana.
It did, but I want to highlight Snazy in particular, because remember in that first game we saw Podesai going down. Snazy was actually alive as a solo for 17 minutes in that first game, netting themselves 40 points just as a solo on his own. So Snazy has accounted for over half of the points that they managed to...
Yeah, Cooper and Mero, they
Podesai
won
giving Snazy a big pat on
last
the back,
season's
because he deserved
FNCS.
it. After that
FNCS
massive
Global
rest of
Championship.
guys. Nice to see them in grand finals as well, and I'm interested to see how that off-spawn dynamic works for them in grands.
They won last season
Yeah,
FNCS.
it's, as I said before, looking like
Oh, yo, Colin, you're back. Nice.
fantastically stacked finals already, but there are 50 15 spots still left to claim in the lower bracket. Levin, do you think
We are moving on to the lower
do you think
bracket
people
now.
are going to be creeping around?
I'll be right back, you two. I will be right back.
Hiding in it. Is camping going to be back?
I mean, just trying to add one descriptory word won't do it justice, right? Ultimately, desperation is kicking in, and so we will see these teams, these players, do everything in their power to, secure one of those top 15 slots. And so, I mean, a couple teams are going to be really scratching their heads. There's a couple teams playing in this final lower bracket lobby that definitely wouldn't have expected themselves to be in this position, but they won't let that, sort of affect them and let them, have a bad mentality. They're going to just go into it locked in, and I'm excited to watch it. That's for sure.
You're excited?
All right, I'm back, you
Wait,
two.
the big team for me, Trudex Studio, coming last, actually 50th in this upper bracket. That was a team that we highlighted. We were like, yeah, surely they're going to make it through to the grand finals now.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem, sir. Oh, Colin, who's that he just someone who tuned in. Someone who tuned in live.
Let's see what happens with those guys. That's what I'm going to keep my eye on.
Alright then, is it a bold prediction to say that they will make it through to Grand Final 7?
No, it's not a bold prediction. Because
Better
these
Wars
guys- it's a
Gamer,
shock
you know
they've been
that
one of the favorites
AJ,
this
he
season.
lives in
And despite
Boca,
the FCS, you ask people
Florida,
who's gonna win their
but
FCS,
with you.
Felix and Gigi were a name that was popping up. How do you go
Just
from
scroll
that
up the chat.
to,
We've been
lower
talking.
bracket day 3, right? So again, a very tumultuous sort of enter or near end to the season. We'll see.
You guys might know each other, I don't know.
Being contested in that last round. Hopefully, it doesn't let them affect them, because honestly, for them to not
You guys know each other?
2 seasons in a row for a team as good as them, oh man, I'd be so disappointed.
That is such a tease, and Minnie, you were just saying you can't wait for the lower bracket, but unfortunately you're going to have to, my friend, because we've got to take a 45-minute
So you guys
break
do
to
know
get
each
the lobby
other.
set up, and then we will be
That's
back
funny.
with all the action, solidifying the final lobby list for Major Number 2's grand finals.
You guys know each other?
Stick
Colin
around,
and Sam
we'll be back soon.
know each other? Tuning in Ethan's live? Oh. Alright. Is this it? Alright guys, I guess. Oh, okay. That's my bad. Alright, so now what? What did they say before?
In EU,
Fantastically stacked.
and a very tumultuous sort of enter or last round. Hopefully,
All the action, solidifying the final lobby list for Major Number 2's grand finals. So stick around, we'll be back soon.
Okay, they'll be back. Yeah, they'll be back in an hour. Yo, chat. Yo, guys, 40 minutes. GC is Bed Wars Gamer on a different account. Bed Wars Gamer and GC are the same people on 2 different accounts. Yeah, GC the GOAT and Bed Wars Gamer are the same people on 2 different accounts. Alright guys, so they're gonna be back in 40 minutes. In 40 minutes. Okay, Nate, please, bro. Stop the cat. Okay, we're gonna leave this on mute for now. Yo, tell me who we should watch. Yo, tell me who we should watch. I'll give you guys 3 options. I'll give you guys Love 4. Who are you? Yo, what up, Love 4? What up, Love 4? Just tuned in. Yo, I'll give you guys options. We can watch because we still have 38 minutes. So, we got. So, I'll give you guys options. We can watch.
It's too loud. You can hear everything.
Okay. We could watch Typical Gamer. We could watch, let's watch Pat God, chat. Pat God is insane. Skibidi Toilet episode 81. Jinxie? Why Jinxie? Let's do Pat God. Yo, Chop, Pat God's actually crazy. Pat God versus OnlyFans girl. This is crazy.
Shopify has everything
Yo, chat.
you need to grow your
This video is crazy, bro.
and secure checkout, reliable
Alright, chat.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. And today is a historic day because I have recorded for you probably the most insane interaction that I have ever had in all of my years of making YouTube videos. So, I'm going to assume that most of you guys are familiar with a YouTuber named Mr. Beast, and a lot of you have probably seen his most popular video he's ever posted, which is Squid Game in Real Life, a video that currently has almost 600 million views. Now, one of the contestants that participated in that video is this woman right here, and upon the posting of the video, she had gained a ton of popularity, pretty much because a lot of people thought she was very attractive. Now, after gaining this newfound attention, she decided she was
Colin, what's up?
Guess it, an OnlyFans to try and rake in that internet simp money. Now, where things started getting really weird is that she decided to use her family members, such as her younger brother and grandfather, to promote the OnlyFans, producing such bangers such as here, where she literally asks her grandfather what he would do with her if he had 15 minutes.
If you had 15 minutes to me, what would you do?
Well, I'd have to think about certain things, certain facts.
She literally has her younger brother talk about the color of her genitals.
So how does it feel to have a sister that hasn't? Click the link in my bio. I can't.
Now you're probably wondering, why am I talking about this internet lunatic? Well, you see, another YouTuber who you may know named Beshremi.
Beshremi legendary.
Behavior.
Excuse me, hi, yeah, if you had 15 minutes with me, what would you do?
Who the f would want to spend 15 minutes with you? You have an only.
And once posted, she actually went and commented on the video saying,
Yo, anybody there? Comment.
Using me for views, you wouldn't say any of this in my face. You're just mad I make more money than you ever will. So Beshremi saw this comment and decided that he would actually contact her and set up a call where she could then confront him for what he was saying, just like she originally wanted. Now here's where things get interesting, because then he hit me up and asked if I could join the call with them as a backup to roast the hell out of this OnlyFans girl, and of course I was down. However, because I didn't want to run the chance of her.
Yo, Chad, this is where it gets funny.
Just leaving immediately, as always, I went on a Discord alt account, this time undercover.
No, Nate, I'm not picking up the call, bro.
Talent scout named
I'm
Jeff
alive.
Bridges. And the following conversation that occurred may be one of the most insane things.
Yo, Chad, this is where it gets actually hilarious. Watch it.
Footage, I just got to let y'all know that.
When we play with a tank, it's a free to play game night. I go hit the bank, yeah. my bio for a limited time using code COMBAT. You will get a free tier 6 tank. Make sure to use that link in my bio and download it today to get all these awesome rewards. Now let's get right back into the video.
Shit.
So,
Hello? Can you hear me?
Who the f is this?
Hi.
This
Sorry.
is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Jeff, who the f
Excuse me.
Jeff.
Hey, can we calm down here for a minute, please? My name is Jeff Bridges, alright? I'm a talent-
I still don't.
Camilla, you need to calm down, alright? My name is Jeff Bridges
You know my name.
because it's on your Discord profile. Yeah, I can read. It's literally right there. I'm simply reading your profile.
Okay, listen here, Jeff. I still don't know who the f you are.
I'm about to introduce myself. So if you give me 1 second to introduce myself and stop mouthing off to me, maybe you can figure it out, alright? Is it humanly possible to
Yo,
stop
chat, watch.
for 5 seconds? Can you do that for me? I'm just wondering.
I'll give you 5 minutes.
yo, chat, you want me to skip to the go part or do you want to watch the boring shit?
I'm actually a talent scout
Let me know.
for a OnlyFans alternative called LittyLikeATitty.com. And basically what I would be interested in is offering you an exclusive deal, alright, where you sign to our site, alright, and I will pay you an upfront guarantee much more than OnlyFans. And I was wondering if you'd be interested.
First of all, I sound like a goddamn 12-year-old, like,
Alright, well,
running this company, like,
let me
bye.
ask you a question. Have you ever heard of fishbowl play? Basically, it's an alternative foot fetish where you stick your foot in a fishbowl and start wiggling your toes. So you see, we have a lot of users that are very interested in that. And I was
Yo, chat, you want me to skip to the good part?
It's like you kind of indulging in some of those, more weird actions for the viewer base, if you know what I'm saying.
No, thank you.
Well, what about $1 million upfront guarantee?
Jeff, why are you still speaking to me? Why are you still talking to me?
Well,
Dog face. Who the f is this guy?
What are you talking about? I wasn't even talking. What are you talking about? Hey, shut the hell up.
Who the f
Yeah, excuse me, I just want to let you know a giant spit particle just flew from your mouth and landed on your head.
Camera, so
Excuse me,
thank
Camilla.
you. Who are you, dog?
I told you already, I'm Jeff Bridges. I'm talent scout for LittyLikeATitty.com.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you're either a subscriber of my OnlyFans trying to just talk to me, which is really fucking weird, or you're just a literal fat just trying to troll
Alright,
people. So get the fuck out of here.
well, do you think that people that subscribe to
Yo,
your
chat, hello? Anybody there? You guys all leave, bro.
Anyone who's OnlyFans subscriber is a little weird.
So you think
I mean, some of them are really hot.
so
Some
let
of
me
them are hot.
wait a second. Excuse me,
Jeff.
Jeff Bridges stop. When Jeff Bridges talks, you stop talking. You understand it? Okay, good. So basically,
Probably a fucking 50-year-old fat fuck who lives in his mom's basement for all I fucking know.
50-year-old I
Don't
find
you have to go to work?
well, I am at work right now. I'm currently recruiting
You don't think
LittyLikeATitty.com. Like I thought it was quite obvious. I'm here to recruit you to LittyLikeATitty.com. Like I made that very obvious from the second I joined it. You know what? I'm starting to get annoyed. I'm starting to get annoyed because every 5 seconds
starting to get annoyed.
you're constantly fucking yelling and screaming like a fucking banshee. You sound like a fucking jackal from Halo 3. So listen. I need you to take it from here down here. Okay? I need you to calm down right now because you're very annoying. Okay? You're very annoying, and I want to understand something quick. So you're basically telling me that the people that support you, the people that put a roof over your head, that buy the food you eat for dinner night, you think that they're all weirdos? All your supporters, you just think that they're weirdos and losers, correct?
Some, but like they got me this Fire-X Rolex and it's pink because they know that like it's pink.
Can I ask you can I ask you a genuine question? Because Jeff Bridges is very curious right now. Do you think that you're better than me because you have that Rolex? Like I'm just wondering.
Absolutely, fat piece of shit.
Hi. Yo, Colin, you want me to skip to the good part or you want to watch the boring stuff?
Is that how your brain works?
You have nothing to offer. It's not only the Rolex. It's not only the Rolex. Like,
How about excuse
I
me?
bet you have a Nissan Altima. You're probably 35. You're in the range of like.
What's wrong with the
awkward.
Nissan? Excuse me, what's wrong with the Nissan Altima?
You're just a brokey. Like you're a brokey.
Do you hate everybody who's not rich?
Do you hate like of course like duh? Like we're not gonna be friends with rich people.
What? Are you
Wait a
serious?
minute. Have you ever met one rich person that is not friends with all rich people?
Bro, you sell your
No!
ass for money.
No!
You're an internet stripper.
No!
You're an internet stripper. You sell your ass for money. And you have the audacity to try to shit talk. You have the audacity to shit talk.
First of all, Jeff and Bridges, show your goddamn face, you pussy.
I am. It's in my profile picture, you dumb bitch. How about you fucking open your eyes and look?
stop speaking to me unless your annual income is over $1 million.
Oh,
Have you
here's
ever
a question.
tried to
Do your
get
parents
the-
love you? Do your parents love you? I'm just curious.
Oh no!
I don't know, probably.
Why would you ask your grandfather if he wants
Well,
you,
Steph,
if
who-
he
who
wants to
says
be
I'm not-
alone in a room with you? Who does that? Are you good? Are you good? You ask your
I have a Rolex, I have a nice house, I have a nice car, I'm good.
Okay, but you have a Rolex, but do you have any respect for yourself? That's my question. Do you have any respect
So
for
because
yourself?
I have a Rolex, I have no respect for myself. You
No,
sound dumb.
because you sell yourself out to the point where, let's see, you're using your family members and putting them in weird situations for clout. That's the weirdest.
Yo, chat, is there anybody there? Nobody's commenting.
Family.
Is there anybody there? Nobody's commenting, bro.
Problem with it, except you weird lame motherfuckers that love to have shit to talk about. But listen, half of the views you got from people.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, chat. Here we go.
Shut up, Jeff. The one down here that they're real motherfucking quiet all the time.
Yo, watch this, chat. Watch this. Watch this, Sam. Oh no. Yo, wait, what? Oh no. Oh nah. Oh nah. Nah, that's crazy, bro. That's so crazy. New challenger has appeared. Wait. New challenger has appeared. Oh, nah. Nah. No, Sam, don't go, bro. Alright, Sam, just come back for the FNCS. Come back for the lower bracket of FNCS, though. It's what? You got 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Alright, come back. Bye. Bye. Oh nah. That's crazy. Oh nah, yo, chat, that's crazy. "24 minutes, chat. Chat, what are we watching? I tried ban Fortnite settings.
Tap water. How come?
Well, because
It's no secret that top Fortnite pros have a lot of advantages over the average Joe. The majority of pros get stable 360 FPS, have zero ping, use top quality gaming peripherals and equipment, and most importantly, do not have girlfriends. That's actually a requirement. For real though, with all of the obvious advantages that we know pros have, it got me thinking about the not so obvious ones, as well as the ones that most people think will get you banned. So I'm gonna test them. I'll be trying the new custom crosshair software that FNCS winners like Cooper and Kanata are using. I'll also see if ping reduction programs like Exit Lag and No Ping actually do anything at all. And for both, I'll test them in a high elo solo ranked game to see if they're even allowed in Fortnite. So make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and use
No, what is this? Another live? Why I stopped using attachments?
There's something about the Nemesis AR, specifically a Nemesis AR with no scope, that makes it almost impossible to not hit your enemy. Make sure to watch until the end of this game, and I promise by the end of this video, a lot of you guys are going to start carrying the Nemesis AR too. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and don't forget to use code ZEMI in your Fortnite item shop. So a lot of you already know and have seen me play with this Nemesis AR without a scope, and you know that it beams.
Yo, I love Zimmy chat.
Have not. So I'm gonna try to find.
Yo, can somebody comment? I'm actually bored. I want to talk to someone.
I do think it's the best AR in the game. The Nemesis AR without a scope, I think is the best AR in the game. Better than anything, honestly. Fortunately, I didn't get one, but we'll get one. I believe we'll get one. Shotgun, unfortunately. A 15 ARs. Another one. Oh my god. What is this loot right now, bro? Someone explain what this is about?
There's a shotgun right there, bro.
They only after me or what? I see a shotty. Yo, did I just see 4 people right there? Okay, I cannot wait until this whole map blows up and there's no more stashing water, bro. I'm actually so sick of it. Does it feel harder? It just feels more annoying. Wow, it's 27. A solid 27. You guys see that damage right there? Okay.
Hey, what up, Save It Back? We still got 20 minutes.
I am so off right now.
We're watching Zemi.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. This is literally this season. In a nutshell.
is my battle.
This primary top, I really like how lightweight it is. I really like these ventilation holes. I like how it hangs. How we.
GG, my guy. You have an Nemesis. I think he actually has one. He does. And he has no scope. Nice. Sweet. Okay. Not bad. I wish I got it a little bit earlier. But, you know, we're still just leaving spawn now. So, I got a green one. And honestly, that's fine. As long as it doesn't have a scope, which this doesn't, bro, get ready. We're gonna fry. Watch me, like, die with my first fight now.
He can't miss, bro.
This might sound really weird, but it actually feels like the Nemesis AR without a scope has aim assist. Like, I'm not even kidding. It feels like it has aim assist. It feels like your bullets are curving and they're like following whether you're hitting. And it's so hard to miss with it, bro. Almost there. Like, look at that.
Hold up, I'll be right back. Go to this bathroom, bro.
I mean, you guys are still seeing this, right? Like what we're doing right now. What we're doing is not missing. I need shockwave. Oh wait, it's right there. The bush? Here, brother. I need to buy some shockwave. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this game. Like, it's been good. We'll keep playing. We'll see. Whoa, there's a guy right in front of me. And he just doesn't care. What? He does not care.
Alright, I'm back. Yo, Sam, you're still there? Sam, you still there, bro?
I mean, I respect the bravery, bro. This guy's brave.
Alright, good. Stay. 15
Look
minutes.
how accurate hip firing with it even is.
14 minutes.
Okay, 30. I'm not even 80 S. He's gonna hip fire.
Sammy, if you want to, you can leave and then come back when FNCS starts because I get it. You might not want to watch. You might have clicked in here for FNCS. So, I understand if you want to leave while you watch them. But then just make sure to come back for FNCS because I'm going to be commentating that.
That was not me.
Oh, you
that
do?
was me.
Alright, thank you.
Like, I'll put other stuff on it, you know, but I won't put a scope on it. And you know what? Actually, I didn't even have a laser that whole time. Now the gun is going to be even better. Now the gun is going to be even better. It was a really good gun. I still say it, the Enforcer is good. It was good. It was just in the wrong meta. What is happening, bro? Do these AIs ever go to sleep? Like, swear to God, man. Anytime I'm playing, these AIs are also playing. Crazy. Okay, let's get this guy to come here. Here, bro. Come. He might have seen it. Probably aware. decide, are you guys going to start picking up the enforcement yards, or is just not enough proof? Or do you guys want more proof? And by the way, I've been doing this with a green one this entire time. Imagine if you have a blue, purple, gold. With a green one, bro. Cool. Oh, the grind rail just got him killed. Bro, I know that guy. Oh, the. Oh, the grind rail just got him killed. Bro, I know that guy is mad. I would be mad. That's happened to me before. Getting stuck on the grind rail, not being able to get off of it. Dude, that was a 22 kill game. I mean, the first like 5 kills were not with the Nemesis. But the rest, pretty much, I used the Nemesis.
Alright. 10 more minutes. Oh, perfect. This is 10 minutes. Let's watch his gameplay, chat.
Thank you, Agent State Farm.
Like a good neighbor.
This guy's good. Not good enough. No, I'm joking.
Just Peterbot dropping his 37 kill win. This is the game after he got a 39 kill third. I would be extremely tilted since he lost it to a heal off. But hey, my man put like insane consistency right now. By far the best drop at Grimgate, not even close. Okay, it's good to know even Peterbot sucks with this scope, it's not just me. This scope is only good on a DMR and sniper, and even then, I can't stand it. This is the best part about this drop, man. It's the 10 barrels. It's not even the god chest. You get 2 god chests, 10 barrels. He's probably going to jump for the other god chest now, isn't he? Oh no! I thought he was going to go straight for the other god chest. Oh, there it is. Okay, he's going for this god chest. Dude, you can get 4 god chests, 10 barrels within like 30 seconds. It's insane. Okay, so he's got the SMG AR. He's still not taken the fight yet. He's now going to the last god chest, which is over here beneath this little balcony area. No, he's not actually. Okay, all he was looking for was a shotgun. So as soon as Peterbot gets a shotgun, he's down to key now. And he doesn't know where this player is. There he goes.
Yo, Peterbot is so good, bro.
39 kill third. This lobby is going to be the same as any other finals lobby. The skill-based matchmaking in solo victory cups is only based on if you win. So because he didn't win, this is technically just like any other lobby. Dude, how are you about to drop almost 60 kills in 2 games of solos in victory finals? Like, come on. And this guy is looking extremely questionable. Dude, NA's just got to... Dude, I can't help but just have NA get completely flamed in my YouTube comments every time. But some of these players, man... over 60. Wait, I'm dumbass. Sorry, almost 240 bombs. Almost 80, sorry. Over 70, I meant to say. This trick is good. Okay, so if you're confused what Peterbot just did, if you build 2 walls right here, the boss spawns in between them and glitches and gets stuck. It doesn't move and it doesn't shoot you. Some interesting tech for you guys who drop Grimgate. It can help your opponents as well, so you got to make sure you do it really fast. But see, now the boss spawns inside the wall and you can beam it and it can't do anything about it. The React Anti's bringing the tips and tricks as well. Technically an exploit, but not one I think you'll get in trouble for, because it's just Epic's fault. And there you go, boom. Alright, we've already secured the Grimgate Medallion and the Mythic Shotgun. Both games Peterbot dropped here, he was only contested by 1 other person. So a lot of people are scared to go Grimgate, despite them knowing it's the best drop. Interestingly, that he does the same thing as he did the other game. He rotates out of Grimgate, not towards Hades. He usually seems to push this direction, tries to fight someone here, and then goes back to Underworld. At this point, no one's even at the underworld. What? This game is playing out very odd, but okay. So he has this exact same rotate. I guess it's so he can hit the launch pad so he can spot anyone. Man, slow start. We've only got 1 kill with 72 left alive. And we're spending even more time over here with no one else here. This really could have been the 40 bomb as well. A little bit better luck with players being around, and this could have very easily been a 40. Oh, we finally spotted an opponent. Only 17 builds though, needs to be careful. This player has a bunch of mats. Peterbot could lose this. Nice, waits for the player to get close as we hit the dash. Oh, this is the problem now. This is the problem. As soon as you try and fight someone near this water, they can get the dash as many times as you can. And it becomes very, very annoying to chase them. Oh, alright, Peterbot spots an easier target, and that's the goal. Only 11 builds though, he needs to be careful. Beautiful shot. Oh my god, the flick. The mid-air flick 90 tag. 57 from that range. Alright, low grab launch pad. There's one way to finally spot some players. Really slow start. I wonder if rotating towards this part of the map is actually good. I mean, I'm not going to question it. Peterbot's obviously the best at dropping high 30 kill games, but I just feel like there's not that many players out here. And now he's going to chase this guy across the whole map, just dash running. This is wasting so much time. Man, this is wasting a lot of time. And there is no one else out here. So once he gets this kill, he's just stranded. This Jaguar guy I feel bad for though. He's trying to play his solo victory cup, man. Running for his life. This is also why it's now easy to get a 40 bomb this season though. I originally thought it was going to be harder, but I guess when no one else has mobility to run from you, Peterbot can just chase everyone down. The only time you have to worry is when you're in these PYs with the jump dash water. Nice, alright, 3 kills. He's going to try and go for the Fizzberry to give him a bit of low grab. And now he's going to the Underworld boss. Why did it take players so long to take down Hades? I'm guessing Peterbot keeps an eye on Underworld on the map and waits for the altar to go down so he knows someone challenged Hades. There it is. And already we're locking down the boss just like that. We get the freest volley kill ever.
that fast,
Okay,
bro.
double mythic, double medallion. Beautiful start here for Peterbot. Other than the fact there's already only 60 players alive, this pacing right now is terrible. You want to have at least like 7 or 8 kills by this point in the game. He must go very, very crazy later in this game. Not playing too aggressive yet as well. He's kind of taking his time. He is down to only 35 white health. He does have the Siphon medallion, but this is very sketchy for Peterbot here. He has to kill this guy in the next 28 seconds. Otherwise he dies. He's got no white heals and only has Siphon to keep himself topped up. Oh my god. Alright, well, it's one way to do it. Dash up, close out the fight nice and quick. Peterbot's aim is so good after the dash. Hits the 180 flick so often. Alright, that's 4 kills and we are stranded right now. There is not that many team players nearby. When you're trying to drop a 40 bomb, this is a really, really rough start, honestly. Alright, at least the lobby's not dying out too quickly in the time that it's taking Peterbot to find people. Phases straight in, making it look easy. Does this SMG come with an extended mag or the fast reload mag by default? I think it must be extended. Alright, this same Thread Riley guy has been dodging Peterbot this whole game. This poor kid. Dude, turn around, please. Please turn around. He's gonna get swantoned, isn't he? Wait for it. Wait for it. Yep.
He was right.
Unfortunately, my does
Damn.
not have to read the map like we have to know that was coming. Alright, now we're picking up the pace. 7 kills. Here we go. Ooh, both players pretty weak here as well. Now we're looking like we're good on the pacing. Not sure what we're doing there. Yours truly trying to get away, and I respect the attempt, but it's not going to go well against the medallion. 9 kills for Peterbot. So one of the triple meds as well. I wonder if he'll run a sniper as he finds one. So far, what I'm noticing a lot from Peterbot's games this season, he's not trying to do too much. You can tell he's not playing on stream when trying to drop these games. Because he's just playing very efficient. It's not overly fancy. He's not trying to do massive edits or try and like go for crazy piece control. If he just has to hold his gun out and bait them to edit, he's happy to take the free kill. Ooh, player inside restored reels. Peter's not going to check restored reels though. I think he's going to keep using the water to try to get to the launch pad. Or maybe he's heard people fighting over here as well. Only 42 players left. He drops what? 28 kills out of the next 41. Oh my god. Wait, this is about to be one of the most ridiculous endgames we've seen. By far. Oh, that's a lot of spare fish too. Peanut happy to take all the extra men. Nice. Okay, 3 shield fish, 4 floppers. Really big to keep up the pressure now. Oh, nice. Peanut with the dash. Okay, as I was saying, he doesn't want to be too fancy. My man hits the dash full piece.
Alright, bro. Let's see us one more minute. Yeah, word. AJ, I'm also so excited. I've also been waiting. Sorry my phone's moving around because my phone has to charge because my phone's about to die. And I don't know where to put it. Exactly. I can try going like this. Will that work? Nope. That does not work. There we go.
The Major 2 semi-finals. We only have 3 more games left until we find out who will be taking the final 15 spots in next weekend's grand finals. Lots of big-name jurors have already booked their spots, but we've got a few outliers who are waiting and lurking in the lower bracket to see if they can prove that they have what it takes to go to get another major final. And I'm sure we have a few names who've never made it. So we could be seeing some new future stars tonight. And I've got some stars you'll know very well. Levin and Mini Minor rejoin me. Levin, did you have a fruitful break? Were you pacing up and down, nervous about what's about to happen?
I wouldn't say nervous. I don't really get too nervous, you know. I like to stay cool, calm, collected, you know. So maybe Mini Minor and guys like that get nervous, but me, nah, I'm not nervous.
You know what? I wish that we could roll a clip of you in Copenhagen at Global Championships being like, Copenhagen, we ain't going nowhere. I wouldn't call that calm and collected. I would call it very cool.
Excited, yeah. Everyone excited,
Yeah.
you know.
I get excited just thinking about it. Mini Minor, do you want to try and hype us up for this one?
I feel like I would be doing this service or level trying to match what he did, right? I don't think anyone could do that. We hopefully have more of that this year, but for now, it's low as its last chance saloon. Top 15 go through. This is really where it all starts to get real and where a lot of our team's fates decide.
Mini, let's do it together, you know.
That all went wrong.
I'd like to see you try one day. Maybe in Dallas Mini Minor will give you the microphone. Let's take a look at the lower bracket lobby list, though. We're definitely going to see a few names.
Alright, I got it.
One of those names being Marius and Sandgil.
I'm really excited for Marius and Sandgil to sort of use this as a stage, an opportunity to really showcase why they've been hyped up so much. At an incredible major one,
There we go.
people have stayed
We got it.
high, especially Marius, right, as an individual, has just been shining, glowing throughout the season. It'd be a shame to not see him get another chance to do it again in grand finals. Hopefully, this can be their 3 games.
We're seeing Trulex and Chicho as well. We've spoken a lot about this duo today, although we haven't really seen too much of them because they've been going down off spawn a lot in that upper bracket. Very, very important 3 games for these guys right now. They don't want to miss out on another grand finals. Of course, they missed out on major number 1. It's going to be difficult for them as well because, of course, if they do qualify for grand finals, they're going to be contested in grand finals as well, more likely than not. So I'm kind of concerned about how this year are going to do. I'm not concerned about them qualifying through, but we'll see how it all unfolds throughout the rest of the day.
There are only 15 spots though, guys, so it's going to be incredibly tight and tough at the top. Actually, looking at that lobby list, there are so many more names that I recognise than I was expecting to be honest. I mean, obviously we've seen a fair bit from Sky and Scroll. They've been in and out of the upper bracket. Also for Nine and Moneymaker, they just couldn't get it done yesterday, Levin.
Yeah, I mean, look, Frankie, FNCS is a cutthroat business. Do you know what I'm saying? There's always names that miss out that you think, oh goodness, how has he not made it to FNCS, right? So I think it's inevitable you'll get that. In the case of Fanine and Moneymaker, again, two very popular names within the EU, right? But it's about making sure they can match that level and secure top 15 here today. I mean, do I think they can do it? Yeah, why not, man? Moneymaker, they've got talent. That's what I've got to say. They've got talent for sure. It's about applying that talent to this lobby appropriately.
Right, well, I don't think we should delay any longer. I think we should head back to our casters, to Carter and Jacob, to kick off the lower bracket lobby.
Thank you so much, Frankie, Levin, and Minnie. The foundation has been laid, Takata. This is officially the last chance, the last 3 games any of these teams still in the FNCS have to make that grand finals.
Last opportunity, Jacob. 15 duos.
Top 15 can qual.
3 matches.
Top 15 if you're not listening.
I'm excited, Jacob. It's going to be a lot of fun.
No, it definitely is. And honestly, just seeing the superstars that have already advanced to the grand finals and then looking at some of this lobby list, hearing Levin, Minnie, and Frankie break down some of the teams that we are going to see here today is a huge surprise. But that time has come. Game number 1 and the last set of games starts now.
The pressure is on for these teams. In the upper bracket, they said, okay, if we don't get top 25, at least we have another 3 matches to do it once again.
Basically
in the lower
splitting
bracket.
in half.
This is literally the last chance for
Mainly
all
going
these duos.
upper right, like the
3
upper
opportunities,
bracket.
Jacob. One big game.
A lot of the game going just straight south.
In the last series of events, but since it's top 20 or top from Grim Gates, no more Malabuka Mustache.
Ooh, Limit Moneymakers in the game.
Side as well, so a triple contest right out of the gates at Grim Gates, and then a 4th team around the outskirts. This is almost just as busy.
So we can take a look at Sky. I was going to say, where's Scroll at? Where's your duo, Sky? As he's been left alone, but is not getting chased by the opposing team here. So he's going to have a little bit of time to figure out his game plan. How's the reboot going to come through?
Unfortunately enough for Sky and Scroll, this has kind of been the struggles in a lot of their qualification opportunities. It was Yanis and Flixie first. They kind of won out in a lot of those off-spawn battles, and now they're just kind of going down early. Luckily, like you mentioned, Scroll might have the reboot card that Sky has in his inventory, so he can try to get the reboot back. And you can see from all around the map, these early game fights mean so much. Getting separated from your teammate is all it really takes. He tried to backtrack and reunite, and you can see in his mini-map, his teammate already made the decision to abandon a play.
Here in Mount Olympus, but still 2 duos are battling it out. Head-to-head is...
Oh, he's
no
not.
big shots have been connected, but right as I say that, down. Almost still in the 2v1 now for Ice and Doom.
Yeah, Big Ice and Doom right here. They're the ones that contested Queasy and Thomas all upper bracket long, and they're ready to take a challenge. When you already fight some of the biggest superstars in the region, coming into the last chance like this, you have to be brimming with confidence through and through, or at least you got to fake it till you make it. And I think with a first elimination like that, the confidence and the momentum here in this fight is going to continue to grow. But you see, now that they have a huge numbers advantage, they're taking the time, they're slowing things down, knowing the only hope that this player has is either disengage, get the reboot, or just to fight it out, or just wait altogether.
As you see now, looks for the angle, unable to connect the initial one, but just a tap to take him out there. Quick, clean execution of the 2 eliminations here. Mount Olympus now has been claimed. Ice and Doom have it to themselves. I do see a...
Yo, Sam Colin, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
I'm going to be looking for too much action, especially that it's already finished.
Enough. Back-to-back shots fired. Back and Forzen with a 9.
Quick look at how this happened.
Okay, guys, if you're still watching, I'm not going to be able to read chat anymore because I have to get my mom's phone back and I'm streaming on another thing. So I won't be able to read chat anymore.
Looks so clean.
I'll try and get something else, so I'll be right back. But if I can't read chat anymore, I'm sorry.
Mythic water bending.
I'll be right back.
Ouch.
Roger stays as well, can peek him just a little bit too much. Forzen on the other side, trying to finish him on that damage. Hedra is down. Nice shot there from him trying to escape, leaving Kerwab by himself. But you can see Forzen said, look at this loot. Let's heal up again. Another individual where they just kind of separate their opponents and bring them down to two separate 2v1s.
Chase continues, pop shot into the bush, looking to see just in case. Wherever they might be hiding, but going further and further away, the crack comes through. But this is going to take a bit of time to finish him off.
Yeah, the opponent's just hoping he covers enough distance in the water. By the time
He's swimming all right.
Hopefully he brought his water minks so he doesn't sink here, but he's covering distance right now.
He is swimming all right.
How good is the aim from Forzen with the projectile, the drop off? His teammates coming with the water bending ability, so ammo is not going to be an issue here, especially with the projectile. But you can see him just trying to build as much as he can. Does he have the rebound?
We'll see if now in the lower bracket it could be their time to shine.
This isn't even the one that's focusing him as now. That's a whole new team entering into the mix. Pixie and Juan, aka Wax, just trying to rotate straight through Classy Court. They see the zone is moving towards the south portion of the map, so it does look like they're going to float around the eastern edge to try to find a slow spot of the zone that they can enter in for free.
Taking a look once again at Grim Gate. Marius here. Where is Sangild at? Right beside him. We've got two separate boxes here, just kind of eyeballing the location. You can see in the minimap how many duos though there really is close by. Sangild realizing the danger, grouping up now. Used a bit of mats to do so in a chug splash, but much better than getting knocked down.
Yeah, that was almost a disaster waiting to strike. Just a little bit of separation between Sangild and Marius. You saw that duo looking like they just wanted to pounce on the Sangild. He quickly reacted, build it over, closed the distance between him and Marius, which kind of makes it a little bit more risky of a fight if you're going to take it. So they're just going to continue to rotate on out, find a better spot. So they can do something very, very similar to this. True Lex and Chicho, the struggles from the upper bracket, not a singular point due to those off spawns. It does look like this time around, though, they do get it uncontested. So back to the strat book, back to the blueprint that got them this far.
Couple shots from the DMR come through, nothing connecting. Should have more opportunities as players continue to rotate through the restored reels here. They are using their ramps to have a bit of cover to do more right-hand peeks, especially if you don't have those bush bombs.
Where you kind of see, like I kind of mentioned, due to this being the last chance for a lot of teams to qualify, you're seeing how slow players are getting dropped off the lobby. 84 players still left alive, even though there's still some fights going on, and that can change as Pixie walks. Pixie's already down. Juan's by himself, aka Juan. Kaidos is trying to get out alive. That's going to be a trade, but only a momentary one.
Alright, I'm back. Who's knocked?
Gets that elimination. Has a chance for the revive, but in comes Sky, in comes Scroll, all the way from Reckless Road.
Zay Flowers, see Yee, he's home. So beautiful. Don't know who that is. Zay Flowers, really?
A little bit of extra loot to pick up.
That's important because Sky and Scroll, when we first saw them on the day, I think Sky was a solo trying to get his teammate back, which means they probably lost the fight, didn't get a lot of surge. So taking that opportune moment, rotate toward the nose, sacrifice some heals, some HP, because you know you're going deep in the zone, just to kind of finish a fight like that. It's not a ton for your Storm Surge, but you know how these lives
Alex
are going.
Pookie is sick,
Some Storm Surge is better than no early Storm Surge.
Yee.
True.
You got me in tears.
Some of the most difficult.
Sick with what?
Because we've seen
Sick with what?
in Fortnite competitive, especially with the.
He was the best player in the world. I love it here so
Master
much.
art skill.
For me,
Now choosing to
his
respawn
fans,
on
he
the road.
deserves it.
Talked about this earlier, but it is crucial.
Yo, Sam, what are you saying, bro?
In terms of gathering materials, not just in the early game and your mid game route, but even in the last.
Sam, what are you saying, Game?
Rotate through some area that might have some trees, some rocks. Those 4 or 5 builds could be the difference in qualifying.
I like that from Master on art skill. They have the 4
Oh.
buffers, and you think they kind of
It's
use them
fine.
pretty quickly, especially since they're rotating.
Oh.
But because they have
Okay,
those
that's
dashes,
chill.
and the zone is moving
I
towards
got
the
it.
south, a lot of teams have rotated, so they're just kind of dashing, knowing where these fires are. They're going to box up on one, use it to save a lot of resources that they've had up to this point. Marius and Sango just dipping the toes into the water. getting a feel for those dashes, whether they want to get aggressive or not. They know it's a huge part of their game plan since they land over towards the underworld.
Trying to see if the snipe can get connected here. No shot's going to be taken. Basically on the borderline of the zone here. Playing edge zone. Can be good for
Yo, Sam, you enjoying FNCS so far? This is lower bracket.
Forced to use a bit of shields now as bad sniper. Can he be a good sniper here with a player rotating through? No shot connected.
They're doing a little bait. Players positioned in for the shots to come in, and just the annoyance, the persistence to just keep tearing down these builds so they get an angle, and finally
Sniper getting sniped down to 74 HP.
landing on the bad sniper. You can see they have to be careful. Marius on the other side of the map is finally going to take down Artskill. Which Astro and Artskill did stop on that fire pit, so that's a sign of weakness if you look right enough.
Now, gotta be careful as the zone is closing. Pressure for these duos gets a huge crack though, even the knock. Boxes his.
Yo, wait, is this second game?
Right now, all the loot, all the
I wasn't here.
materials
Is this the second game or is it still the first game?
for Marius here.
Yeah, great amount of surge as well.
Sam, is this first or second game? I wasn't
Two
here.
eliminations from Marius and Sangil. But how hyped this team has actually been, some of the problems has been that of Surge. They can make it into these end games, but they're forced into fights as Marius just makes it look easy. Boxes him up, takes him down, separates him.
Oh, this is game 1.
And now with Surge, load out, but they just mix it up even more. They can kind of focus on the rotation and position from here on out.
JQ3. They know something's around here. It's Belusi that's hiding, as that's a quick way to clean it out.
Yeah, so far away, and what started off a little slow is
Hold on, I'll be right back again.
just a little bit. Gonna have similar surge as that last couple games that we played in the upper bracket. Jakey and Twy, 2 eliminations there. All they have to do is worry about zone. They have open field almost in front of them, so quick and easy rotation as long as they stay on task. As you continue to look around the lobby, Trulex is now in the tower. That's because Chicho was actually taken down not too long ago. So Trulex now by himself, hoping maybe even the zone continues to move south. That way they can probably get that reboot back up at restored reels. We almost got a couple minutes to wait for that to even be a possibility.
Can take. Looks like an elimination as well. You can see the center map is the popular location for a lot of these. Trulex.
Game after that, Trulex is able to get this reboot back up, and it won't change much in terms of their surge. So no one's going to probably push on over to this position, so Trulex still has the lay of the land high up in the tower. But there's just no real opportunities being given to him. Everybody's boxed up, nobody's peeking. And if they do, it's probably a small window or a portion of their cone that Trulex just doesn't have an angle on.
300 above for Lucia and Payne. Great position too, but with Peace King coming close, they might not be above, which is going to force them to look for some shots here. And this might not be an engagement they want to take, but it's going to be one they have to take.
Yeah, now that they're 70 below, they have no choice. They try to be proactive early on in this game and have a little bit more control over their destiny, but that time has come and gone. Luckily, though, as of now, they are isolated on top of Rift Island, but that could change in the blink of an eye due to the zip lines, the rifts that are all below. And pings, and Usher just trying to play defensive here. You almost got to guess, with Storm Surge activated, a team playing as aggressive as they are, that they are suffering the surge, so just holding on to your bills might be a recipe for success, but the next team starts to come in, that third party, chances to disrupt this, instead of just taking that line of sight on the edge, is going to be real, especially with what's on the line.
Pressure is on now. As Lucia Payne don't even need to take too many engagements here. They have used quite a bit of materials though. Has so many duos in the surrounding area now, just kind of taking shots at each other. They have to decide kind of what the game plan is here. No rotation has to be made. The zone is still on the Rift Island here. For Lens and Heidi. Applying that pressure, they don't have a lot of options.
You see that they instantly kind of took the elevation all around where they were currently boxed up, taking away options from what they can actually do. They can't really peek out anymore without
Loki and Wheat That's not a position to be comfortable. As the gas station explodes, the positioning changes here. They saw some duos up on that ridge. It is an option to take a couple shots, but you can see there's more duos now on the borderline of zone.
Yo, Colin, what are you saying, bro?
They're kind of just looking for any options here, but now just 18 seconds till zone closes. The Storm Surge activates. They need to start finding some shots. 62, that's huge.
That's going to have to drop down to about 60 players, so we're going to need to go down for Storm Surge to deactivate. And for teams like Schmoky and Wheat, who are kind of positioned down in the dirt, they don't really have any elevation. Getting those Storm Surge tags are not going to be easy.
Next squeeze now. Forced into action once again. Chain of Hades, though, in the 1 versus 2. Is it possible? Just a couple more swings might be all it takes, but with 22 HP to work with, one shot will take him out here. Flowberry Fizz, though, with 100 charge. As they're going to heal each other up.
Buzz did a good job of just pushing it to the other side of that box. And that was almost looking bleak for Egg Squeeze. But now the table will turn. Robin and Jude from the top side, steal the cover, forces them to reposition. And with so many teams towards the south side of the map, in and around fencing fields, it's not going to be easy to find a free rotation over. So this is why you see that priority in rotations come through and the timing having to be perfect. If you're on the front side in the green zone, you're going to be one of the first teams. Everybody else behind you has to wait in sections for the next team to move, so they can have that safe rotation. Otherwise, they're going to risk rotating parallel and probably going down.
There's so many duos. Set them. 135 below, though.
Just the current position where they're at, or at least before, zone pulling in the direction, it might ease up on some of that pressure, but they're just too far down low, and they don't really have builds to build this box any higher, so they just have to wait for a lot of these teams to come to them. A lot of those shots are going to land onto Moneymaker. We actually get the knock. So it's going to help in terms of surge, in terms of loot, but they are barely above that threshold.
They're still going to do more work. The job is not done. Great loadout to work with, but you can look at Ju and Robin. As Robin has already been eliminated, Ju now is forced to clutch it up here, but Storm Surge is taking just 2 med kits to out heal it. Shortly will not have any shield to work with. I don't see a lot of options to come out of this on top, Jacob.
Yeah, especially since Zone is doing so much damage. It's too early to try to stagger yourself, so you're getting ticked every couple of seconds by the 25, and seconds to go, he was taking damage to Storm. Only 1 med kit left. 2 more players still need to go down. Out healing, I'm not sure is going to be a possibility unless he gets the score. No! He got the 24 by the 25 tick. He gets chopped down. Just a surge throughout the entirety of the weekend. It's forcing players who aren't proactive in the early game to do exactly that. They have no choice but to try to get no box, to try to get their surge, because at this stage of the game, everybody's boxed up, as you can see.
Devastating. These players.
Sumoki, 17 above surge.
A majority having to rotate. And even the ones that are positioned in zone like Shimoki and Wheat, they're only 17 above. They have to land their shots here and everybody rotating in, but with the window open that big, you know the fire is going to be returning towards them as well.
You're really seeing why this season is, what it is, where one player is carrying the DMR, trying to get shots in distance. The other one is carrying either a Thunderburst SCG or their water bending ability. That way they can try to spray through some of these boxes and not leave them with the DMR. Because you know what they'll do. If both players have a DMR, you're almost leaving it to a close range battle. And Marius and Sango, they don't have that comfortability of the zone just yet. They're inching themselves closer and closer each and every step that they take. And they're getting damage along the way, which is why you see them 115 above the threshold. A big difference from when last time we saw them.
Actually landing crucial shots here. Looking for more opportunities, cannot connect with the snipe, but maybe with the Thunderburst, at least a couple bullets. Tidy continuing to build up. The has been dropped. It's opened up some shots there. It's only going to be a 25, but better than nothing. As now the regroup with Sandguild is going to come through.
What, bro? Colin, bro, stop being weird.
View of the map, Doom and Ice rotating on over to
I'm girlfriend, bro.
Trulex by himself, but he has the front side of the zone, and these are big points. These are massive points for Trulex, considering how early on in the game.
And you spelled my name wrong, Colin.
So you got to think
it's
every
ETHAN,
one of these
dummy.
points that they're going to earn in game 1 is off the back of Trulex. Nice shots there to keep him ahead of the curve in terms of surge. And what this is doing here is building the confidence, building the momentum. So if Trulex can manage a top 15, a top 10 by himself, that's got to build that confidence for the next 2 games to get them within range. It is top 15, and as of now, the
qualify. But playing as a solo is always difficult. Just 28 players up, though. You can see how damaging Storm Surge has been for a lot of these duos. Trulex doing a great job staying on the far side of zone here ahead, though, especially if it ends up pulling towards him. Wish it did.
Yeah, great scenario for him. Plus, he has that bush right next to his box. He has multiple angles he could take if he continues to try to get started. 27 players still left alive. And the first team that you see that has some sort of control over the high ground to be here, Briss and Svi. But they still got
Why are you so dumb, Colin? Why are you so dumb?
If they don't have those dashes, it's not going to be easy for them to maintain that position.
Good news is, though, using the natural animation from that hill, they are very high up compared to the other teams, so I don't think they're going to get contested anytime soon, especially having put themselves ahead of the zone here. Shimoki Wheat, though, on the other hand now, recycling a bit of previous builds, looking to see if they can use that Flowberry to make their way onto zone.
Well, others are healthy with the heals, have a ton of builds, others not so much. And on the other side of things, you got Marius in the zone fighting for every single inch. They still have the dashes left over as well. That's planning for the future. Pressure coming in from Jake Buka and Cringe on the other side. But Marius Sangfield, they hold the line. They don't want to let them enter the box, but their persistence is going to be key. And it's also
okay, buddy, please, Colin. 2 plus 69.
Down low, forcing them to disperse in 2 different directions. Cringe is going to fall down, and Jake Buka's no longer there to save the day.
Quick little refresh for Marius Sangfield, puts them at 4. But Finn's not happy with that, as now he's dropped down, looking to see.
Yo, chat, I might end the live.
I think I see Sangfield too, right behind. Not looking healthy at all, no shields to work with. Low HP as now they're healing up. Flowberry Fizz getting put to good use here. Zone does pull back. It's now the duos that barely made it in. Should have a bit of time to breathe.
Everyone's going to drop to the backside of the zone. Finn's going to be left by himself, but he finds that final illumination onto Jake Buka. That gets him elimination points, it gets him placement points, and it gets him 1 step closer to that top 15, but it doesn't end here. Shots coming in from Marius, shots coming in from Sangfield. They're going to find that elimination, bring their elimination total to 5, and they're on the hunt for more. Forzen, Seb, they're in their line of sight. Shields are going to get cracked, momentarily distracted by the high ground, though, but that's going to be Sangfield leading them to greener pastures, immediately knowing the situation they're in.
Good job, Colin.
Team to the punch to the front side of zone.
Looking strong. They could use a bit more materials. They were second height, now forced to drop down low, just like Shimoki and Wheat, but that's a huge knock onto Lucia. Gonna have to pick up those materials, but now so many players have dropped down low as they don't have any more mats to work with. All the chaos is unfolding in the dirt.
Oh, he gets the Zeus medallion at the last second. Marius now going to be able to run wild, both figuratively and literally, as he inches into the top 5, but his teammate goes down, all left by himself, and he gets that second height. Pressure from above, pressure from below. Their teams all around.
Cal goes down.
Trying to stay out alive, but he goes down. Top 4 position for Marius.
Chris Scree from above. Down the aggression takes 1. Just 1 more shot needed to connect. It's a 2 versus 1 now on the lost player. There's still 1 more, actually. I was wrong. He gets knocked down. Where's the last player, Jacob?
Probably the backside of zone, healing off, and it's Doom and Ice, quad contested, upper bracket, triple contested, lower bracket. Even though they didn't win the game, they got a ton of points, but it's Rick and Skabi. We thought they were going to do it in day 1 and day 2, but they pulled off here in day 3 in the lower bracket and score big time.
Great way to close it out for both duos there in the last moments of the game. The projected points is around 88. So if you start off in the top 5, even with a victory royale, that is a great way to set you up for success in this lower bracket.
Yeah, you're seeing the changes from the win and you're in to the consistency format. Who is really up for that challenge? Because grand finals around the corner, all consistency throughout 12 games and 2 days. So this is a true test to any of these players' testament.
You can see how they closed it out here. From dropping down, you have to know when to play aggressive, even with the floppers in the inventory. It was that 2v1, and Doom, the duo that was contesting Thomas HD and Queasy, got second place there by tagging a bit of Storm, so
yo,
the amount of
what?
They secured, hopefully, that should be more than enough to help them feel confident.
Yo, chat.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna end the stream, boys.
Short games, it's
I don't know if anybody's still here.
3 games, and you cannot let up off the
but this was a W. First game, upper bracket was a W, but we are going to end the stream here, chat. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. You guys can tune in FNCS by yourself. This is going to be second and third game of lower bracket. Yeah, no, I know, Sam. Don't worry. No, I have to. I'm sorry, bro. But don't worry. Sam, if you're here for FNCS, you can tune in on winners. Just type in FNCS 2024 Major 2 Semifinals Day 3 Europe region. Alright, Sam, you can tune in on FNCS by yourself. There are only 2 more games left. Upper bracket was a blast. But thank you for sticking here for the entire 2 hours, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the help. Now, I will be ending the stream here. Goodbye, and see you tomorrow.